same way. The problem happens. I just go lay down. That's it. I go lay down for like an hour. And then after that, I get up, everything's fine. Yeah, ignore it? No, there's a lot of things, I told you guys before, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that work this way. There's this whole idea like, oh, well, you can't ignore your problems and they'll just go away. Yeah, they will. They absolutely will. Like, anybody telling you your problems don't go away, you ignore them, has never tried hard enough, okay? Like, there are so many problems that will disappear if you ignore them long enough. That's it. He's right. Yeah, teeth, that's the thing. Yeah, I ignored them and they went away. But besides that, I'm thinking about other stuff too, right? I mean, I'd say in general, that's the way I've seen it. And you give them the Jesus. Yeah, the IRS, for example, didn't go away. They I
What's
had a
up?
tax return, and I was going to get like some money
Sing
back.
on,
And
right?
they said,
That's
hey,
on,
you have
that's
a
on, that's
2018?
on,
I said,
that's
no.
on.
They said, we do. And then so they
Everything is
said, well, you're not getting
on.
your tax return back. We're keeping
We
the
do.
money. And that was it, you know, like they just sent me a letter because they said, hey, you know, like, congratulations, you're going to get a
Alright, let's get
refund.
this over with.
Like I owed them like $20,000 or something. And I was like, great. And then so I don't even know what happened to that money. I have no idea. It just got gone. You know, that was it. You know, like cancer, it just disappears.
That device
For
keeps
sure,
us
man,
safe
of
from the
course.
poison.
And I
Hold
ignored
on
my
to it.
girlfriend for a while, and I haven't seen her since. Yeah, I've had that happen. I mean, like ghosting people is like really like it's underrated. Like everybody acts like ghosting somebody is bad, but like for a lot of people that like I've stopped messaging, it's because they're fucking annoying. I don't like them. That's really the reason why it's OP. And like, yeah, ghosting is evil. Yeah, that's really about it. It's an art. For me, like, I would say I think it's easier for me to categorize the amount of people that I haven't ghosted than the ones that I have. And it's really no other reason that, like, whenever I finish my stream, you know, usually, like, I've already, like, bro, I've been doing shit for fucking, like, 10 hours, 12 hours a day at that point, right? And so I don't want to go talk to anybody. I want to sit in my room in the dark. I want to sit there. I've been watching Solo Leveling.
Need something to do?
Season 2. I've heard this show is popping off. A lot of people like watching it. I can see why. It's an interesting, fun show. I still think that the
Alright,
best isekai style anime for like a video game is probably like in terms of it being consistent with like it making sense of being a game. I would say it's probably Log Horizon. Like I think that one really focused on making a lot more of this stuff kind of make sense. But I like Overlord a lot. I watched Sword Art Online. No, the beginning of Sword Art Online was actually the most accurate version of an MMO ever. First, you had a bunch of people who effectively ruined their life by playing it, and then you had people that were playing female characters that turned out to be dudes.
That device
And
keeps
then
us safe
the
from
first
the
half of
poison.
the first
Hold
season
on to it.
is a higher level male player running lower level attractive female players through dungeons. Fuck. Like, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. And so, yeah, not Sword Art Online, that's what it is. And so I haven't seen Vegeta shake her off Frontier. I think it's okay, but like, I really, like, it's a good show, but it's not like that interesting. Yeah, I don't know, really. I have no idea. But, yeah, Star Wars is really good. Yeah, I mean, I like Overlord a lot, too. Log Horizon was a lot. First half of Sword Art Online was okay. People told me only watch the first season, and so I did. I only watched the first season, never watched
Oh,
any
we gotta
other
go
part
over
of it at
that.
all. We'll look at some of these. We get into it, right? And, you know, haven't gotten into the rest of it. And it's
Let's go,
kind of really
Bran.
underrated now. I just like watching fantasy shows, right? I mean, like, you're talking about, like, it's a show about, like, you know, fucking anime girls with, like, big-ass titties fighting dragons. I mean, I'll watch that, right? I mean, it's like, I mean, I grew up playing video games. I like video games. I mean, like, I guess you could say, like, there's a lot of things that are overdone, but, like, that's a good thing. You know, like, that would take a lot. Yeah, I'm just saying. And that's racist. Why is the black guy the villain? That's racist. Why is the black guy get shot? That's racist. Why is it only black people? That's racist. Why are there no black people in the movie? Now, what is the common denominator here? It's a Karen. That's the reason. Remember I told you guys about how all the problems? This is a good example. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys, and nobody wanted to listen. This is always how it is, right? It's a pink hair. This is a Karen. The thing is that these are caterpillar Karens. This is what I said yesterday, is that, you know, these girls are like 19 that are coming up with this bullshit on the internet. Like, there will come a day that they will complain to a retail store worker and try to talk to the manager to get them fired. because they lose the argument with the barista. And so this will happen, but like they're not there yet.
I
They haven't
forgot to
evolved
get
into that
that.
type of a fucking I would say it's a butterfly, but it's more like the Godzilla monster Mothra. And anyways, so
Already
they haven't
done
fully
nuts.
evolved. They're still caterpillars. And this is what they do until they get to that next evolutionary point, right? It's a creature, yes, exactly. And yeah, are they just femcells then? No, plenty of them have boyfriends and stuff like that, but they have boyfriends, but they hate men. And I don't know how that works, right? I mean, I don't understand that, but I don't think they understand themselves. That's why they only take poses but anyway, yeah, the problem here is always carrots. It's always been carrots, and it always will be carrots. That's it. So down for the meat? Yeah, clearly, right? And we actually aim on animations. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. And so their boyfriends are simps. I mean, I feel like if you have a girl that is pretty and nice, you want to simp for her. But like, usually that's not the case, right? And so I think actually like. Probably not. I mean, yeah, that's what I would say. And have you seen a new RuneScape game? No, I haven't. I'm probably looking at it wrong. How high were chances of fucking fine? Who cared about that? Hamas forces protesters. This is what's crazy to me. Is like keep them near me. People always bring this shit up, and like it's weird to me that like some random guy that went to Columbia University and was like talking about like destroying Western civilization and shit like that. Like this is the person who like they all martyr and think is like this Mahmoud Khalil guy. This is the person who's like worthy of praise and admiration. I feel like it's somebody like this personally. This is a person who actually really put his life on the line, got killed for it, and he took it right to their doorstep. So this is really people that we should see protests and demonstrations for, right? And it's just really sad to see the complete inversion of values here. You have the people that are celebrating the people that are promoting terrorism instead of people celebrating the people who are pushing back against terrorism. And it's very weird for me to see it happen. I'm always shocked to see it happen. But yeah, they can't support normal people. You're right. Let's not forget this one. I don't think that they will. I think that people like this are on the right side of history. Almost every militaristic like organization eventually falls apart because it's just it's an untenable thing in the long term. Like having an organization and like a leadership structure like that, it's like short term is very effective, but then long term it kind of it falls apart under its own weight, I guess, right? Because things like that get too serious. Sam Hyde was talking shit again, bro.
Get that treasure crab.
What are you saying now? He's not
Get
trying to
that
box me.
treasure crab.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out. Nope, that's a nope for me.
Come on, Brand.
I haven't seen what he was saying, and somebody got to link it, and I'll watch it then. And who's Sam Hyde? He's been he's been a suspect of a number of mass shootings. Big problem, and yeah, huge guy, the Candyman. Yeah, exactly, the ghost of Kiev. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I did. I forgot all about that. And anyway, let's see here. Toddler got suspended.
Fucking Brand.
A child aged 3 to 4 was suspended from a nursery for abuse against sexual orientation and gender identity. Really? Is that true? Is this true? There's an article. We gotta get to the article. Where's the link? And at least, okay, yeah, we got a link in here. That's good. Toddler accused of being transphobic or homophobic or homophobic. You mean they can't figure out which one it is? I feel like it's clearly like a difference, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? So how do you not even know which one that, like, so you don't even know what he was doing wrong? What the hell? Nice fight. Yeah, and so, like, you got, what's this here? A toddler was accused of being transphobic, was suspended from a nursery. According to the Freedom of Information request from the Telegraph, abuse against sexual orientation and gender identity was suspended and showed one child of nursery age, according to the newspaper. 10 of the suspended pupils were from year 1. So this is actually a big group. Although the school has not disclosed any further details on the incident, data does show that 94 pupils at state primary schools were suspended or permanently excluded for homophobia and transphobia. So we've had almost almost 100 people that were in these schools that got kicked out for being transphobic, and this is in a primary school. Like primary school, I mean, this is in the UK, right? But like primary school here, this is ages 4 to 5 to 10 to 11. And so the majority of the people that are in the school, like, have puberty. Like, except for like maybe like some of the oldest age groups, right? Yeah. These are like little kids, right? Yeah, it's 5 to 11 in the UK, that's what I thought. And so like how the fuck they even know what being trans or being gay is? I'm going hard. What is this? And figures Austin revealed that Austin increased 40% among primary school pupils and increased by a third. All pupils and staff should feel safe and protected at the school and should never face violence and abuse. Yeah, I could see how somebody would feel unsafe because a 3-year-old said a word that hurt their feelings. What a great place the UK is. This is amazing. Wow. So yeah, this is, I'm sure very normal. Yeah, this is the way that they do things over there. And wow.
I don't have a target.
Imagine being victimized
What the fuck
by
are you doing?
I don't have to. All I have to do is go to the UK. No child knows what the fuck anything is as children. Yeah, I mean, like, I could see, like, a kid, you know, maybe, like, 11 that keeps calling people the N-word, right? I mean, okay, right? I mean, you could at least say now, I mean, everybody knows that most people that say that are not trying to be homophobic. But, like, at the same time, you could at least, that at least kind of makes sense. But, like, this is a 3 or 4-year-old, right? They probably don't even know what that word is. So, whoa, and it's insane. And, wow. The UK being a joke, like always. I don't know how people in the UK are putting up with this. Like, y'all gotta do something about this. You gotta do something about this. This is some weird ass shit. Being heterophobic is being normalized. I think it's not really being normalized, but there's a lot of people who say things that are denigrating, or they basically imply that being heterosexual is like somehow like it's very common that people do this, is that the default identity becomes somehow bad, and like, let me see if I can this at the same time.
Here we go!
It's fucking laggy or something.
Here we go!
Yep, it's 2:15. I know. I don't know why it happened. I have no idea. This has been happening in my stream for fucking like 10 years, right? I mean, like, not that long.
Give me
like
a
5.
moment, champion.
Like, I have no idea why it does or doesn't happen. Anyway, so this is really how I see it. And anyway, UK censoring me. Yeah, clearly, right? They had to you know, put on the warning label that this is harmful content. And anyway, so I don't know what it is, right? I have no idea.
know it.
But anyway, so I don't know how people in the UK put up with this, right? I mean, parents put up with this, adults put up with this. Like, you have this is just like a bureaucratic nanny state that's like, you know, suspending 3-year-olds. It's insane. Like, I really don't understand it at all. Like, I think that really that's what people want now. And I don't even know what to say. They're babies. These adults are sick. Yeah, I know. This is really, really fucking weird, man. I did see a post about this on Twitter. And was the toddler also arrested for suing whenever they took a toy after the toddler's handsome and cry? What about physical assault when he bumped into a toddler? The theater of absurdity continues. I think that there's a good chance, and I think it's a possibility, and I'm just trying to be realistic with this, is that this kid was probably maybe just a problem kid, and the teachers found a reason to kick him out, and this was just the reason that they gave, but like the reality is, and they were sort of to get rid of him. So like, that's what I would kind of assume. Yeah, clowns think good. Yeah, because they're just going to use any reason to kick this kid out. So yeah, with the 60% increase, I doubt. That's a good point. You're right about that. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons attached to it. So yeah, all the toddlers on the internet. Yeah, all the 3-year-olds who got suspended. That explains why they're putting on long tweets nowadays, right? Clearly,
Acquire a target.
that'd be detrimental if they use this
I need
reason.
to
Yeah, I would
rest
say too.
after that one.
It's wild. This is a valid reason in the first place. Yeah, it is. I mean, like, in my opinion, I don't think that like being transphobic or homophobic is any worse than just being abusive. Like, personally, I don't really think so. I mean, like, it's the people, and this is also another thing, is that a lot of kids don't really have like a world identity and like a worldview that they ideology into, right? I mean, they're just kids. So a lot of kids that use a person's identity, right? You know, like these are kids that like, you know, that people that kids like using the N-word, right? Saying like if you have a racist 9-year-old, you don't have a racist 9-year-old. He had racist parents. That's basically it. And so like the reality is like a lot of these kids like they grew up and they taught this shit, and in a lot of cases they wouldn't believe that on their own, right? And zero social skills, zero perspective. Yeah, no, exactly. Kids have no filters. They do. But like, yeah, you don't have racist kids like that in a lot of cases. You do. Now, obviously, people get older and they develop biases. But what I'm saying is that like, whenever you're really young like that, you haven't really built up that amount of even fucking gray matter in your brain to come up with those conclusions. At least in most cases. And so, yeah, this is just insane, man. It's absolutely fucking crazy. I don't know what to say. Kids don't know anything. Yeah, exactly. What kind of experiences do you have? Yeah, I mean, I think so. But like, especially that early, it might be hard to this is the truth. Don't be afraid to call things by what they are. MAGA is a terrorist organization. ICE is a secret police force. Well, then how do you know about it?
Oh, Bram's got your back!
Like, really? Like, what are we doing?
Here we go!
But it's a secret. Then how does everybody know about it? What is going on here? This is crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. The government ethnic cleansing capitalized. Elon Musk is an oligarch, and Trump is a foreign backed by a Google figurehead. This is not an administration. This is a regime, and your country is occupied. Yep, I know. It must really suck to lose an election. Yeah, I mean, in 2020, I'm sure there were a lot of Republicans that were really unhappy about that. So I get it. I know there were some of them, they were really unhappy about it, and they went to jail. So, yeah. It's only just the Democratic Party controlling Anonymous. I think that, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's probably a lot of people who, like, there's a lot of reasons why people don't like Trump that are reasonable, right? But I do think, like, ICE being a secret police force, ethnic, like, calling deporting illegal immigrants ethnic cleansing, like, bro, like, you really, like, you've totally lost the plot. And the problem is that there are instances of ethnic cleansing that happen, right? But the problem is that nobody takes it seriously because you have people like this that are bringing it up when an illegal gets deported. Like, you have an illegal get deported, and this is the same level of ethnic cleansing. Yeah, your country, I guess so. And, yeah, it's a poster account. Anonymous is not just one person. It's long been retired. Yeah, I feel like Anonymous isn't what it used to be, right? Let's see here. Basically, left the surface.
Yep, still look like a man. Anyways, I know the sign of the table
I didn't even know that you could get surgery for that. I have no idea.
LG's on its laser cutting machine.
Yeah.
For printed and steel, see this machine for detailed processing and professional products to assemble on. The work we've done is top tier. For your franchise project, come to LC side.
That's a good sign. I'll be honest. This is a real good one. I get it. Yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, Tony was stopped.
I don't know what's fucking going on.
No, here's the thing is the police are snatching people off the street in our vehicles without due process, without identifying badges. This is why they are secret police. So, like, just stop with the fear mongering like this. Like, I'm sure that they have probably conducted a sting operation. Like, you realize they've been doing this forever, right? Like, there's a whole term for this. It's like undercover officers. Like, this is not like you're like, this is, what are you doing? Like, this is some kind of secret police. This has always been like this. This is undercover officers for fucking ever. Like, there's people that do sting operations forever. And really, like, you're talking about taking people off the street. Good. They shouldn't come to media. That's a good place to start. I mean, fuck, it's easier to get them there than in their house. I mean, if you see them, there's one right there. It's like if I see an armadillo, I'm going to try and catch an armadillo. Like, it's right there. It's just sitting there right in front of you. Why are you not going to do it? Secret KGB agent, yeah, defending criminals here illegally. bro, like there's just, but you see how people shift the language, right? And it's about the language that's being used, and the language is about. Keep in mind, it's not about
See, we
making
got
people think something. It's about making people feel something. It's emotional reasoning that is informed and controlled by, basically just people's feelings. That's it. And so it's meant to make people afraid and like, oh no, what if it happens to me? Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. So anyway, a green card holder got taken off the street by the civvies? Yeah, for sure, man. And your POV is also emotional? It's not emotional, bro. Like, they're not supposed to be here. Get them out. That's not emotional. Like, if there's, I don't know, like, if there's a bird that gets in your house, like, you just want the bird to get out of the house, right? Like, you accidentally have a blue jay get in the
find
house.
me
It's like, oh,
wherever
we gotta
the
figure out a way to
action
get the bird out of the house, right? I mean, that's it. Yeah, it's not.
Keep your eyes on the
I'm not
horizon.
emotional about it. It's like, well, this just shouldn't be happening right now, right? Yeah, hate's an emotion. I know, but anyway, let's go back. I'll
fuck
let
is
the
that?
rest of this. And it's funny how they say this is happening, but can't name one legal immigrant who it happened to. I'm sure it's happened before, but mistakes happen with everything, you know. Like that's it. Yeah, bro. You want criminals to leave? Stop being emotional, bro. I know.
The answer's here.
It's just sad, man. It really is. But again, this woke people made life worse for trans people. Thank you, bro. Oh my God, this is a fucking fact. So, when you think about it, trans people are more hated nowadays than in the 2000s and the 2010s. Now, I will say that this is with an asterisk. It was more socially acceptable to just like make casual transphobic jokes back then, but I think that they were really just jokes. And while people, I think that nowadays you have like a much more deep-seated hatred and animosity.
We've got
Whereas
another
before it
incursion,
was just like a joke.
and we need some
But
defenders.
there were more bad jokes
I
about
know
trans
you're
people,
good at
I would
this.
say, in the year 2003, let's say. But just I don't know, like you guys agree on that or not? I don't know. But like that's how I see it. Anyway, let's keep going. I think that it may be because of the way they tried to impose themselves on people, and now the reputation is damaged. Which sucks because I'm trans, and I'm not like the ones you see on woke media and they find
No.
yeah, nobody gives a shit. The thing is that like the problem is that there were people that did bad things, like especially like bad actors that hid behind their identity and they hid behind their sexuality. And in the process of doing that, they basically used that sexuality as a tool for them to, not be criticized. And I think as a crossfire, exactly, words hurt. Yeah, I would say most trans people probably just want to, like, being trans is probably not the only element of your entire fucking life, right? Like, being a guy is a big part of my life, but I'm also a fan of movies. I like music. I like playing video games. I like history. Like, I have a lot of other interests and things that I enjoy doing, like politics. I like, different other random stuff in life. And so, whenever I think about what am I as a person, my gender is a huge part of my identity, but it's not a huge part of my personality. And I think that people that make their identity their personality, the reason why is because they have a shitty personality. And so you have these people that are going on the internet that are talking about like, oh, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, etc., over and over and over. And guess what happens? People get tired of it, right? And so the hardcore mobs fucked over the trans acceptance or general queer acceptance. Yeah, no, bro, it's wild. Like people now are like they're against even gay shit. They don't even want the gay shit anymore. Cause like this is the step, right? Is like you have bisexual. Okay, well that's hot because it's like a lesbian that makes out with another girl, right? So that's okay. And then you had gay. Everybody's like, all right, that's fine. And then you had, like the trans, and people are like, okay, right? And then you went to the non-binary and these new genders, and then people just said, oh, nope, we're going all the way back. Nope, we're going back to the Salem witch trials. We're going back to Jonestown. That's it. And it's crazy, man. Massive overcorrection, basically. Yeah, it is. It's sad to see. It really is. And what's the root of the problem then? The root of the problem. What is the root of the problem? I would say that the root of the problem is... What would I say really is the root of the problem? I think the problem is that movements like this, identity movements, have a really hard time. Karens,
Whatever.
unironically Karens. No, step back. No, that's actually the reason. It's actually carrots. So the reason why is because a lot of the people that are doing all of these signaling, these virtue signaling posts,
Alright, what
like
was I doing?
trans or whatever, like gender non-binary, and
South
like that,
here.
they're not even part of this group, right? They're doing it because it's the trendy thing to do that all their friends are doing, and they want to look like they have the right opinions. And so they use these opinions as accessories for their personality to make themselves fit in better with their other friends who are doing the same thing. And so you have a group of people that actually has a completely self-serving. Remember what I said before about how everybody's values, almost everybody's values, are completely self-referential? So like most people only have a value system to the extent that it exists in a benefit of themselves, right? And so like basically this is why young people are generally liberal and other people are generally conservative. I understand we're having a shift now, and I think again that reason for the shift makes sense too. But generally the reason why is because young people don't have as much money, and so they want more help from the government. Older people have more money, and they don't want as many taxes because they've earned their money, and they don't want to have to give it away. And so almost everybody's value system and like politics system is the same as like women with abortion, right? Like more like it would logically make sense that a woman would probably want, like more women would want to have the choice to have an abortion than men would, right? Because obviously it's them that are the ones that could be the beneficiary or the victim of a law against it or for it, right? And so like that's just, and this is, by the way, this is all statistically proven, by the way, is that with conservative women and conservative men, more men are against abortion. With liberal women and liberal men, more liberal men are against abortion also. More women are for it because, again, it is the main thing that concerns them, so they care more about having a choice. You can look this up statistically. Almost everybody's values is completely self-referential. They don't care and have no principles. They have no North Star. They have no ethics. They have no moral guiding system. All they care about is doing what is in their best interest and what is perceived to be the right thing. That's it. And that's all they think about. So that being said, where does this problem come from? It comes from people that are like that co-opt movements of identity movements, and then they use them as accessories for their awful personalities. And that's what it is. That's where it comes from. They're being fueled by hate, let's be real. A lot of them have a degree of hate, for sure. Can you explain why abortion is a woman's only issue in America? I didn't say it's a woman's only issue. I said that you had a higher proportion of women that were in favor of it, and it would make sense because it would be directly relating to them. I didn't say that. Abortion is not a gender issue. It has a gendered slant to it, but the fact is that a lot of conservative women, and I think in some cases the majority, depending on polls, of conservative women are also against abortion. So it's not that simple. But I said the amount, right? The percentage. So like 60% being against it is
Right, what
less
is that
than
class?
70% being against it, even though both of them are the majority. Does that make sense? So yeah. But no, these people have made life hell for average LGBT people, and they've done it just simply for Twitter likes and validation. They're not trying to help anybody. It's just a completely cynical,
I've been
self-serving
expecting
worldview
you.
that only is to
Do
exist
keep
to
in
benefit
touch.
themselves. And what's this here? I just looked at this already. What do you think of our anti-DEI games? What is this?
Why are you gay?
Oh, going to burn.
It's about how many rainbows you can fit up your ass.
It's a good start.
So who's gay?
What is this? What is going on?
Thought I told you.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Man.
What is this, like a boss in the game?
Getting too old for this shit is out there.
Dad discovers the internet. Early access demo available on Steam. This game made me realize I was homophobic. Oh my god.
My strand carries generations
I did that.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I might try this out when it comes out. Please play this. Yeah, this is funny, man. It's really funny. First blood with another meaning. Yeah, I guess so, right? And I don't think people have an issue with people being trans. The biggest issue is the surgery and it being pushed on the children. I think the biggest issue is the compelled speech and the forced acceptance of it. And the basically like you have to acknowledge that this person is the other gender. I don't think people like being told what to think or what they have to say. That's the main reason. And I think that obviously, like, yes, like these surgeries are not really a problem. I think that most people, like, there's all kinds of dumbasses that get surgeries for things that are way crazier than being trans, right? You know, like getting, you know, horns put in their head or, you know, having other types of, like, weird body modifications. So, like, really being trans isn't the highest on that scale. But, not kids. No, not kids. And, but I'm not talking about that. That's like, those are two very different issues, I would say. So, yeah. Jawlines or butt lifts? Yeah, 20 of them, right? The surgeries are super bad for under 13. It's a huge issue. I don't think that, I mean, any reasonable, normal person doesn't support doing, you know, gender surgery on underage people, right? I mean, like, I feel like that's like a super extreme value issue, right? Only a small segment of people actually think that.
Do all these.
And
This
is
is that
it
stuff.
not ethically wrong to perform surgery on people that will negatively affect their life and longevity of their life? Well, I don't know. I mean, you could say that about like breast
I don't see it
implants.
anywhere
You could say
around.
that about lip filler. Like all of the things, like cosmetic surgery in a general sense, is probably something that will, in the long term, be a net negative for this person's life. So at the end of the day, if a doctor chooses to do this for somebody, and the person is consenting to it, and they
I've
understand
taken
the
like all of
risks,
them.
you have an agreement between two consenting adults. I feel like I don't think the government needs to be involved there. That's how I see it. Yeah, we don't need the government to be involved. What about hormones for underage people that are high school age, for example? I don't think that you should be taking anything that... I don't know about the hormones because I just don't have the scientific background in it, but I'll give you two scenarios. If the hormones delay some sort of effect that has no long-term effect, then I don't see a problem with the hormones. But if the hormones have any sort of long-term effect, then the answer is absolutely not. Because, like, the premise of not allowing underage people to do it is so
Just switch
they
it
don't make a
up.
bad decision early on that could affect their adult life. And so if the hormone treatment would be a bad decision early on that could affect their adult life, well then that's effectively the same thing, right? It's just a much less extreme example. They're irreversible. Well, like, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. That's why, like, for example, like, if a kid wants to wear a dress, like, I don't really care, right? I don't really give a shit. This is not something I want to, like, spend a lot of mental energy thinking about, right? But at the same time, because it doesn't affect them, really. But just sterilizing them? Well, if it did, then I would say no. So that's why I just gave two theoreticals. And so if it does have serious side effects or long-term side effects, then the answer would be
talking to the goblin in charge.
well, what is this here? Size comparison. Grain of rice, smallest computer ever made.
Looks like we've
Alright,
got
let's get
work
this
to do.
shit done first.
Yeah. Probably still better than, you know, like I'd say probably my first computer, something like that. Yeah, close ad. Oh, so, well, wait a minute. So close ad is even smaller than a computer. So they've made ads that are smaller than computers. Wow. Can you believe that? Damn. Yeah, holy shit. I didn't even know that. That's the wait, oh, somebody said this is the COVID vaccine chip. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's the one that they, like, you know, the moment that you say something that's, like, conservative, they, like, turn it on and they blow you up, right? And, what is this? Get wrecked. What is this here? And, why, yes, the voice actor needs to have the same skin color as the character they're voicing. A white person voicing a black character is not only problematic, it's also robbing poor black people of their chances. I got an audition for a prominent cartoon where I was sent just the Asian character. Looking through the rest, I told my agent, hey, I'm happy to read for this.
Take
Can I read
12,000.
for some of the others? To which I was told, all of those characters are drawn white, so no. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is that I feel like this is like one of these issues that this is like a problem that people that don't have problems have. Like, I don't think that a normal person even thinks or cares about this at all. Like, for example, like, if Christopher Judge got replaced as Kratos and they replaced him with a white actor that was a downgrade, everybody in the God of War fan base would probably be furious and they would be really disappointed about that. Now, Christopher Judge is not white. He's not. Nobody cares about this at all. Like, it's not even a problem. This is an imaginary problem. And the reason why, by the way, that somebody like this is going to, have this type of a viewpoint is just so they can get more jobs. That's really it. It's kind of like what I was saying earlier about how, like, everybody's, like, a lot of these values that people have are just completely about themselves. They're just always about themselves. James Earl Jones is Darth Vader? Yeah, exactly. Like, James, that's another great example. Nobody gives a shit about this except for a few
Why is
handful
this
of
thing not
people that
fucking
are,
flying,
it's just
man?
completely self-serving. That's it. And if they cast a Greek-looking dude who acted like the young Kratos part, people would cheer. I think that as long as the character... I don't think people care what a voice actor looks like. I'm going to be honest.
What
I think
have
the
the
only people that
rules
care what
brought
voice
me?
actors look like are weirdos on
Farewell,
social media and
stranger.
voice actors. That's it. The average person, like, I don't know what
You
any
didn't
like
see me.
voice actor looks like in
Who
any
are you?
game, other than like
Well,
other people
just-
because they've been on television talking about it, right? So
I
yeah,
did that? I don't think I did that.
and new Captain
Farewell,
America. Well,
stranger.
that's
I don't think I did that either.
That's not a voice actor,
You
right? This
didn't
entire
see
I don't remember doing any of those.
like a voice is. This is the thing, right? A voice is like one small part of a person's
7
identity.
threads.
Whereas like a person playing a role, like then you have their
Plus
you know,
7.
you have their gender.
Fuck
right?
is it
Because
then?
there's a lot of times where younger male characters are played by female what do you call it? By females, right? Like adult females, like voice characters. Like I think Bart Simpson is an example of that, right? And so there's a lot of examples where it doesn't even make sense gender-wise. So you look at like a role in a movie, it's a totally different situation. So yeah, I find this entire thread amusing. It's another example of people looking for something to be mad about. What the fuck? This is criminal. This is not art. It's literally racism and violence against Rachel. The author works for Leia Studios and Warner Brothers. We need to do something. What is this? I don't even get this. Linda, yeah. So this is like a person that made this art. This
Where
art.
the fuck
about,
is this
I mean,
quest?
I'll be honest. I think it's kind of weird to. I think it's weird to do this, and I actually. This might sound crazy, but I actually kind of agree with this girl, even though she's like a crazy dumb bitch. Is because really, I mean, this is it's art that's being put out there. That's pretty much just a what do you call it?
Where is this fucking quest it
like
says?
glorifying violence against a person, right? It's a death threat. Yeah, like I mean, that's how I see it. The arts have been in poor taste. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like it's just weird. And it's also like very clearly aimed at the actress and not the character.
Oh, what
Because
look at
this
me.
is something that she said, the weird thing. She said this out of character, right? This isn't something that they can say like, oh, well, I'm just shitting on the character because I don't like the character in like the show.
I'll take that.
Like, you know, like people don't like Draco Malfoy or like Joffrey Baratheon in Game of Thrones. So yeah, weird, but it's still a cartoon. Yeah, but I don't want to like. So I always think about it from the perspective of
I'll take that.
how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? Like if there were people making a bunch of fan art about me getting killed, would I feel comfortable with that? No, I wouldn't. And I think
change that.
I think in a lot of cases it is kind of a call for violence, and I don't think that we need to have that happen. So yeah, that's the way I see it. And even though like obviously towards Rachel, like I don't know, I think it's weird to draw like this, right? They do it to Grums, yeah, they do it to Mark Kern. And if you go back and like what I said about Mark Kern is that you should not be doing this, right? Like this is like violence, and it's like you're just encouraging people to hurt someone. So yeah, it's too specific and targeted, same as
Wait,
Tesla
no, I
burns.
cut that.
It's not a death threat though, it's just poor taste and weird, bad meme. Yeah, I agree. And I do think that things that are like basically indicators of like killing people like this, I think they should be taken off social media because I view them as a incitement to violence. And I think it's just like you're taking a person's real identity and then you're basically creating a world where this this person's getting killed. And it's a foretaste of cartoons of violence now. I didn't say that.
Shotgun
Actually,
ID.
I'm just gonna ban you. I'm just gonna ban you. I'm not even gonna read any more of your message or explain that. I never said that. I never implied that. That wasn't what I was talking about. You're just making things up. Anyway, let's move on. Karen went and got mad again. Uh-oh.
Right back. Hello?
Oh, I just want to come and have a conversation with you. Obviously, you know we've just had Halloween. Well, my son
About
came
to
to your
fucking
house,
kill.
and he was giving me very expensive chocolates, Ferrero Rochers, and I'd just like to say I'm a bit annoyed about them.
Beg your pardon?
Movement speed is
Very
210.
excited to receive these. I don't let him have all the chocolate, because that's very unhealthy. I've just gone and opened these up to test them, and, well, it's a Brussels sprout. What? I've opened up another?
Yeah, look, I was really confused. I said, there's no way she came here and the chocolates are still in this box, right? Like, if I see somebody like this and they got a box of chocolates,
might as well go to
and
that.
you're telling me that you've had that box of chocolates.
Might as
for
well go do that.
There's got to be something wrong with those chocolates. Okay, there it is.
They're all Brussels sprouts.
What? Do you think this is funny?
Well, it is trick or treat. I mean, like, it's literally the first word, right? She got tricked.
Shouldn't get no treat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Halloween is trick or treat.
Ah.
He can either get a treat or he got tricked.
He is 8 years old.
Yeah.
No, I don't see how this is funny.
I know you're pissed off because you're probably, I guarantee you, this is what she'd probably do. And she's like, well, I'm going to get a few of these. She opened one up and she's like, oh, I don't like this. Yeah, this is gross, bro.
Pissed off because my son is crying. He was very happy about these. These are his favorite chocolate. And you have just
His favorite. Yeah,
Well, your
they're
son
his.
needs to eat some Brussels sprouts from Dunno.
Ordinary citizens have gone
It's
missing.
hilarious.
Dragged to the transformatory in
He was
bondage.
expecting Ferrero Rochers, not
Please,
this.
see to their
Oh,
safety.
yeah, well, it's better for him. It's better for him, you know.
Uh-oh.
They really are all these.
Yeah, they're all Brussels sprouts.
She's checking them. Oh, maybe he forgot one.
I should be giving a thank you know, because your son,
Yeah, maybe he forgot one.
your little pokey son, he's been going all around the house, asking for sweets, and I
Yeah.
gave him vegetables.
Man. This trick or treat.
This is not funny.
This is not funny, bro. Right here. There it is.
Let's go, bro.
Now, I know who was really mad. And I don't think it was the kid. I'll tell you that. Yeah, give him American citizenship, bro? Yeah, there is some immigration that I think is okay. And, we started the conversation. I don't know how it was, but it was just really fucking funny for me to see what it is. And RFK would be proud? Yeah, he would be. And, yeah, bring this guy over on a gold card. Exactly. Isn't a trick meant to be supplied by the child of the house that supplied the tree? I thought that was the thing. I don't know. I don't think there's really an established, like, fucking, there's not an established etiquette.
It's fucking died.
People are fucking doing whatever, right? I mean, it's like, 'cause I remember, like, a lot of times, like, whenever we would go to shit like that, kids would come to the house, and I remember, like, back, like, not even that long ago, they just started, they didn't even dress up. I remember there was this one kid, and, like, it's like these 6 kids in my neighborhood that would always, like, I'm surprised they're not dead, honestly, because they just keep jumping and riding the bike and like this kid, all he had on was he went and instead of having his backpack, you know, instead of having it on his back,
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
he was like, candy, and I'm
Oh,
like,
Bran got a beating.
I'm like, what are you supposed to be? And he's like, candy. I'm like, okay, Billy, yeah, for sure. And that's it. Call me out. Yeah, no, somebody sent me this. Look at this. Somebody sent me this. It was actually a Russian viewer sent me this this hat here. It's an authentic one. I don't know if it's from the Soviet Union, you know, from back then, but it looks a little bit too new for that. But either way, yeah, they sent me a special hat. I thought it was pretty cool, man. Burn it? No, man, it's awesome. Yeah, very cool. It's authentic. Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, I've got
Get him off the fucking sand, dude. This fucking guy.
It's so careful. It's actually so
Keepers preserve you. I know you can do better than that.
Shut up.
so fucking obviously drawing the line. Yes, exactly. But that's why it's slippery? No, but it's not. Because the people that are doing stuff like these aren't the same people. That's why, like, Peter Thiel, who's gay as fuck.
Oh wait, hello
and
there.
he
I
was
wasn't even
exposed
watching.
by Gawker for being gay, ran them out of fucking business. W, by the way. People think he's a fucking Nazi now. No, these are totally different people. These people are not the same people as the ones trying to be. It's a different group of people. What's bake our cake? People want them to bake like a this is generally the way I think is like if you want to bake a cake for somebody and you want somebody to do something on the cake.
Get him out of the fucking sand, dude. Get him out of that.
Then I don't think that you have to do that. So, like, for example, I think that you should
Fuck.
not be able to deny service based off of a person's sexuality, but you should be able to deny a type of service. So, for example, like, if Walmart doesn't want to bake a cake that says Hitler was right, then I think they have every right to say that. But they can't say that, oh, well, we can't bake a cake for anyone.
Why is he walking into the fucking ice?
You see what I'm saying? It's gonna take, yeah, no. So you see how like one of them is categorical and one of them is based off of a type of service. And so like I agree with if you're open to the gray one, it's not great. It's actually not great at all. If you're open to the public as a business, you cannot practice discrimination. And that's a good thing. We went through this in the 60s, not we. I'm not that old. But they went through this in the 60s, 70s. But the difference is that it's just one who's serving you, exactly. But like you talking about, for example, I'm trying to think like what else besides that I could use as an example. The Christian thing was a Christian bakery though, that's why it was a problem.
Taking the spoils.
If you're a Christian bakery, you still have to be open to the public. So
Sheesh.
if you're denying people based off of a protected characteristic, like this is like it's so it's in my
I don't understand why he's
it's
putting
so
him in the
nuanced
ice.
and granular, but it's also so obvious. So like they should have to make a cake for these guys, but they shouldn't have to put 2 rooms on it. Does that make sense? Because one of them is a core function of their service, and the other one is a type of service. Maybe this is like a really, really small difference, but to me it makes me a big difference. Huge difference. Protected characteristic? Yeah, basically, right? Why would they have to? Because not allowing people to, like giving people the ability to practice proactive discrimination based off of a characteristic was already tried in the past, and it turned out really bad. And so now we don't do that anymore. So that's the reason why. It's the law. Yeah, exactly. And so like, and I think it makes sense. Like you might not think it makes sense immediately, but like the moment that like different businesses can say like, okay, well now we're not allowing, this group of people or that group of people. The only part where it makes sense is women in these spaces, like places that are also women's spaces because there's a biological difference. Right? Like with men.
Get out of the fucking thing, dude. Not stupid. Why is he in that
All
like that?
Nirvana shirt? Yeah, I mean, the new Nirvana shirt's literally the exact same thing. I would say Nirvana's probably one of my favorite bands. What is this here? What Reddit feels like? Everybody's a Nazi, all right, and good person. Yeah,
That was different. I
exactly,
never
right?
did that
And
one.
I feel like, especially with the
Never
authoritarian
did
side,
that
right?
one.
Not even as much left wing, but just the authoritarian side. Jesus. And
Okay.
yeah, save the picture. I probably will at some point. I probably will. And there's more pics on the giveaway, the right arrow. I think it was just two because it has two dots, and so that's usually what it is. But yeah, she would like this a lot. I always wonder like what she would think of AI because like she wasn't really around for that to see it happen. But like she was an artist herself.
Stupid
I'm
garbage.
actually like I wonder what she would think about it at all. I don't know. And yeah, I mean I guarantee you, bro. Like if she was still alive and around, bro, she would be having the time of her life. She'd be so happy. Like Trump got reelected. They're deporting all the illegal aliens. They're getting rid of all this. They're basically doing everything that she wanted them to do. Like now, like all of her conspiracy theories are like mainstream media talking points. Like, oh yeah, she'd be fucking, she'd be loving it. And oh, interesting. Yeah. What's this here? Sounds like the legend. Yeah, no, I mean she got really into that kind of stuff, man. She did.
Ordinary
Let's see
citizens have
here.
gone missing. Dragged
And
to the
say it with me,
transformatory
return
in
to form.
bondage.
Well, it's returning to the
Please,
form. The
see
form
to
is
their
the
safety.
ground. And let me see, is this Ubisoft stop. Huh. That's pretty bad. So it
Alright,
went
what's
up,
on?
so this is like, I guess they made the announcement and it went down by, I mean, this is kind of a pretty big drop because you go from 3.17 to 2.3. That's like 30%, bro. Like that's more than a quarter. That's a huge, massive fucking drop, man. That's an ass load. And yeah, wrong ticker. It doesn't matter. And you can drag on the graph, by the way. Can I? Can I drag on the graph? Can I do this? I don't know. It doesn't look like I can, but either way, yeah, that's basically it. And maybe if I go like this, can I drag on? I don't know. I've never even tried to do it. And so yeah. Anyway, I will look though. EU stock market. Because this is the main stock for Ubisoft, right? And I'll go ahead, I'll pull it up right here. Where's the graph? There's the graph. Okay, so if you look at the graph here, you will see that the graph is bad. And if you look at the badness of the graph and you compare it to the theoretical goodness of the graph, you will see that the graph on average has more bads than goods. And the bads become more common the longer, see like this right here, this is bad. This is a really bad graph. Like if you have this graph at work, like if you're working a job and this is your graph,
This fucking guy.
you're gonna have a bad time.
That is a bad graph.
You're done. Like you're fired. Unless you work at the government, in which case you get promoted. And yeah, that's basically what happened. And oh my god. So there you go, guys. Ubisoft is actually even tanking.
You'll find
it's
me
crazy that
wherever the action.
I wonder can
19,000
stocks go into the
about.
negative?
Alright, now
Because like I don't know if they can.
nowhere.
Because I mean, it's getting really no, they can't, right? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to go to the negative. Okay, so
Don't
they get
politics.
delisted.
What the fuck is that?
Because it's been going down a lot,
What's
right?
that?
And so it's one of those things where, like, I mean, how far down can it go? Can it go into the negative? And
Can it
that's
go?
actually a great buying opportunity.
How
But, like,
low
it's
can it
not
go?
Really, I mean, no, I wouldn't invest into Ubisoft right now. Like, if I was going to invest into something now, I would invest into. Fuck.
Stop with the stock tips, will you?
Honestly, I don't know what I would invest into. Yeah, I have no idea. I really think Tesla. Tesla? You think you should buy in Tesla? Tencent? Capcom? I don't know. Yeah, I really. Nintendo? Maybe Nintendo? I mean, shit, they got a new console coming out. I think it's going to be really good. I feel like Nintendo is really going to. Well, we're on the precipice of a Nintendo golden age, another Nintendo golden age. Nobody knows it yet, but it's going to happen. The reason why it's going to happen is that I just decided that it's going to happen. So, of course, it probably will then.
fuck is this place?
Mario? Yeah, I hope so, right? And Mario Maker was such a cool game. I really should play that more on stream. What do you mean more? I never played it on stream. Mario Maker was the only video game that I have ever watched on Twitch and then bought the game right after that. So, you know who I would watch on Twitch back in the day? A lot? Triax. And I discovered him a little bit before Mario Maker, whenever he was doing the Yoshi's Island speedruns. And, like, Triax blew the fuck up in Mario Maker, man. Like, this guy, he was farming, like, 10K viewers. And, it, like, I wish he was more popular now, right?
Yeah,
I do. I think he's so entertaining. I think he's a great guy. I've met him in real life. I like Triax a lot. And anyway, I would watch him play Mario Maker, and like he and I are pretty much the same age. And so it's like I'm watching this guy because like he said his favorite game is Yoshi's Island. That was my favorite game too, growing up too.
Keep
And
those.
so I'm like, okay, how many guys that are like exactly our age have been looking forward to a game where you can make your own Mario levels for Super Mario World for like
Let's go, mate.
20 years? And it finally happened, right? It finally fucking happened. And
This fucking thing.
I went to Walmart and I bought a Wii U, and I bought it actually came on. Like special themed Wii U for Mario Maker. I bought it. I'm going all in! I'm probably gonna get day one. I'm gonna day one it, and we're gonna play. I don't know like what the release titles are gonna be. They've got something that's gonna be I think Wednesday, and they're gonna announce a lot of stuff about the Switch. Now,
I need to rest.
I don't really think the Switch 2 is going to be amazing,
I'm
but
just
it
gonna
would be
fucking do it.
really cool if Nintendo totally popped off and they made something that
Skinnies?
was even more powerful than like the Steam Deck.
You're gonna point for it?
Yeah, Zelda. See, like,
Yeah.
I've never played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Never played them. So, like, if I wanted to go in and I wanted to play these games, the perfect time would be for the Switch 2. Because that way you get the higher quality game. I know, I never did. And so, I could get everything set up and good to go to where we could play it on stream and do that. Because I have a Switch 1, but I've probably used it 3 times.
Alright, I guess we gotta go underwater.
And leak spec shows it's as powerful as a base PS4.
Oh.
That's fine.
Ooh,
Honestly,
I see.
that's fine. Like, I would hope that it's a little bit better than that, but like that's good enough. Yeah, for a handheld, yeah, it is. It's good enough.
Oh, Brian, show your back.
It's been a long time since, right? Psychogenic, thanks for the thanks a lot. Metroid games, yeah, I'll play that. And trans tech is a budding industry with enormous opportunity. RKA claims our estimates place the average cost of transition at $150,000. Really? That much money per person? Multiply that by an estimated population of 1.4 million transgenders. And we're talking about a market excess of 200 million.
I don't need any yet. Yeah.
Than the entire film industry.
What I do need is to find where everything is.
They see us as profit margins, venture capitalists make me fucking sick.
This fucking guy.
I am out of range.
Not allowing to get transitions makes
Too
you
far
sick.
away.
Making a company to help people get transitions.
What the fuck is he doing way over there?
I'm going all in.
You can't fucking win. What the hell is this? This is crazy. They're so fucking retarded. Yeah, so you have people like, what's wrong
This is
with
fucking
this? I
laggy.
don't even understand. This is crazy. Isn't this a good thing? You got a bunch of people that are trying to get into this. They're trying to make transitioning more affordable. I mean, that's it. Everyone's sick. Someone call RFK. I guess so, right? Damn. And 1.4 million transgender people. Now, also, by the way, you can't look at a USD estimate per person and then extrapolate that to the world population. And then, actually, how many? Let me see. Are you talking about the U.S.?
You can
How
fucking
many
rest or what?
trans people are in the U.S.? So it's just in the U.S. Okay, never mind. I thought it was worldwide. I was like, I actually thought it'd be more. But yeah, okay. 3 million transition. Yeah, I feel like if there's a bunch of people that want to get it done, then do it, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? And anyway, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, it's one of the most fun. So it's crazy.
Why is he not eating?
People transitions, they're mad. You don't give people transitions, they're also mad. Bitch, all you do is get mad. All you do is you just complain a bitch about everything. What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's crazy. They're in perma rage mode. I know, man.
Inquiring minds
This is
just
nuts.
got to know.
Not even 1 million. That is a trans identity, not transgender. Identify as transgender in the population of the age group. Well, yeah. I mean, like, if you identify that way, I would assume that the majority of people who identify as transgender
So what, is he gonna die now?
have the surgery or want to get the surgery. Like, I can't really see a big world where there's people that identify as the opposite gender, and then they don't even want to get, body reaffirming surgery. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah. Let's see here. I'll look at the rest of the crazy coincidences, isn't it? What is this? Fire 3 rounds into a crowd of...
Is he bugged or something?
Well, that's not what happened, but, like, either way, leftist, they were kind of Rittenhouse, Strong Man, Rape 5 little boys. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've always been pro Kyle Rittenhouse, right?
Too close for my taste.
And, honestly, like, you got people that are wilding out, setting shit on fire, being violent like this.
What is
Like,
all
he
this
gave
shit?
them a chance. It was self-defense. He's a free man, and the world's a better place because the people that killed are dead. That's what I think. And they're disgusting, awful people. One of them was like a pedo fucking freak, and the other one was some kind of other bad person. Yeah, sorry to say. I mean, again, they attacked
That guy's mauling me.
self-defense. In my opinion, I think, again,
I'm out of
if
range.
on you, you have every right to fight. That's it. And I actually think it's that simple. You don't have to match force. You don't have to, think that you are in lethal danger. The moment that somebody has any degree of physical aggression towards you, I think you're totally... That's it. As a Kenosha resident, thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you how it is, right? That's what I think. And lethal danger. Well, then that makes it worse. But I'd say he right in, even if you want. And so, yeah. And let's see here. Coward thing? Yeah, it is a coward thing. I don't want somebody to hit me. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm afraid of getting hit. I don't want to get hit. What if I get hit? I hit my head. What if I get brain damage? What if I get a concussion? Fuck, what if it hurts? Why would I want somebody to hurt me?
Too close for my taste.
Yeah, absolutely right. I'm afraid of getting hit. Yes.
I know you can do
yes.
better than that.
It's not even a question. What are these mod notes? It's probably just people that are saying he didn't shoot into a crowd. That's really it. Which, I mean, to be fair, that part is accurate, and this right here is inaccurate. Why would you be
What
required to
happened?
take a hit and not applying con? Yeah, I know. I think so. And why would he put himself in that situation if he was so scared of getting hurt? Well, I mean, you don't need to put yourself in a situation that is... You don't need to be scared in order to defend yourself. Like, being scared is only one element of it, right? I mean, you also could just not want somebody to hit you. It's just that simple. Yeah. It's literally that simple. Yeah, and so that's it. Yeah, fuck being hit. Exactly. He was protecting businesses. Good. Good.
What is going on here?
Good for him.
What is that?
And yeah, that's the good thing. Anyway, let's go back here. Why would you attack somebody with a rifle? See, that's the thing. You go, I mean, he's going around, bro. This guy is strapped. He's got his loadout on. And you're showing up with a skateboard.
I almost
I
got
mean,
one.
really, at this point, who's the nut? You're
Oh, what the fuck?
moron, man. Yes. He's showing up with a skateboard. Death is the logical conclusion of violence. They knew what they started. Yeah, I know. I guess so. And yeah, they attacked him with the projectile, not the rifle, dumbass. Well, I don't know about that, but why the fuck would you jump with someone with a rifle? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And they were dead. According to this retard's logic, every woman who's afraid of a 6-foot man is a coward. Yeah, I think also, like, a lot of people don't understand how important self-defense is to women. Like, if you're a guy, like, I'm 6'3", I'm not really in shape. Actually, that's not true. I'm not in shape. And so, like, I could probably run away from most people.
What is this? It's
always
nothing.
like pretty athletic. I can run pretty fast. I probably run away
Just
from
a
it.
shitty.
But that being said, you know, am I gonna be able to get in a fight and beat somebody in a fight? Probably not in a lot of cases. But you know, even I have like a massive advantage over like a guy with one brain, right? I mean, let's be real. And so that's it. And, no, I'm talking about this is like literally the first half of my life. Like I'm not talking about this is in the last like 2 years. But I used to be very athletic. Yeah, I would go out and play and do shit all day, every day. I'd be doing shit physically constantly. But you know, then I started playing WoW, and that was over. Anyway, let's go back over here. How Trumpism outlasts Trump, and this is what he tweeted in 2019. Man, that's crazy.
What?
It's crazy how
What?
that happened, huh? Man, Balkan dad morning routine. What's this? I never lost a fight because no one wants to fight a naked. I never lost a fight because no one wants to fight a naked dude. Yeah, I guess so, right? And that's that simple. And,
You want to do that
yeah,
fucking
right?
thing.
Realize, you know, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. When you say being attacked once without having a match, are you saying it's okay if someone takes me and I kill them? Yeah. Yeah. With no uncertainty. That's right. Don't push people. You push people, they fall over, they get hurt. There's no reason a
The fuck is this thing?
to tolerate violent behavior. That's simple. That's stupid, man? No, it's not. I think the opposite is stupid. Yeah, just don't touch people. It's so easy. Like I can't see a universe where like the
Like, why is he not eating?
civilized solution to a problem is touching somebody in any way. Yeah, I disagree. I don't think you should kill them, even though you can. It's always best to injure them and not kill them. Well, then they sue you. And also, like, it's not that, like, what's best. It's, like, basically would I put a person in jail for doing that? Like, obviously, it's not really fair to do that, but I also think it's not fair to get pushed. So, again, like, this is the way I look at everything. I look at who's in the right, who's in the wrong, and I always side with the person who's in the right. And I look at, like, intention and things like that. And so, yeah, it's that simple. No touching. Yep. There's no touching. Don't touch me. You won't have any problem. Everybody
Fuck.
should be afraid of getting in a freaking fight. Really, you should be. You should be terrified of getting in a freaking fight. If you're not, you're out of your mind. So, well, I'll explain why. Number one, if you win the fight, then there's a chance the person could sue you, and you're going to have a court case, which is going to cost a lot of time.
Why is this fucking guy not healing himself?
There could also be a charge associated with that that'll be on your record for a long period of time that then you could be discriminated against based off of with your employment into the future. Then you also have the probability this person could press charges on you personally. No? Wait, what do you mean no? This is what happens. And so anyway, so that's number one. Or no, that's number three. Number four, obviously, is that whenever you're, like, you know, for example, like whenever you're fighting in like a boxing ring or like an MMA ring, the floor that they're fighting on isn't as hard as concrete. So like, for example, if you push somebody over and they fall down and they hit their head, the back of your skull is like not as, I guess this is not really the right term, is not as armored as, is not as thick as the front of your skull. And so if you hit the back of your head, you could kill that person. And you could kill them on accident. So like if you push somebody down and they hurt themselves, let's say even you don't kill them, let's say that you damage them in a way that impairs their motor abilities. Well, if you impair a person's motor abilities by hurting them, they could sue you for theoretically a lifetime of work, right? Because they could work with their hands or something like that. Let's say it's a surgeon that does that. That's the point, exactly. And so now this person is suing you, and you ruin this other person's life. That's number one. But like, I mean, who cares about them? But the point is that now you're being sued for a tremendous amount of money. You also could face jail time, and in jail, other bad things could happen to you that are way worse than, you know, getting in a fight in public. And then you're not If you lose, it's even worse. So no, that's it. And that's really the reason is that we're still talking about killing someone. Your point is it better off that they die because they can't sue you? No, that's just a fine print point. That's not even a big thing. The thing is, to me, this is my viewpoint. I think that if you're touching people, you are no longer a human being in a way. Because like now, like human beings solve problems with words and ideas. Animals solve problems with violence. And so if you are an animal, you need to either be put down or put in a cage. That's it. A civilized, polite society has no obligation to tolerate people who behave like animals. That's it. That's how I feel. It's actually that, and you could say it's harsh, and it is, for the people that it means to. I would rather be harsh to the person who is a bad actor than be harsh to a person who is just trying to live their life and put them through a bunch of hoops to protect and take care of themselves. That's fine, but keep your hands to yourself. It's pretty simple. Yeah. What if it's an accident? I mean, like, well, then that's what the courts decide, right? That's obviously what courts decide. That's what you have courts to determine whether something is self-defense and everything like that. I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, like, they've always said that. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, that's the way it is. It's that simple. And, yeah, skip or take for sure. No, violence opens yourself up to violence. Yeah, that's right. But, anyway, the majority of chat have touched someone violently. You want you dead? No, the majority of chat haven't touched me violently. Like, as an adult, I've never touched somebody in a violent way ever, and I've never been touched in a violent way. This entire idea that it's happening all the time is crazy. No, you just don't put yourself in a situation and you're not going to have an issue. That's it. So yeah, people die in practice quite often. Yeah. What if someone insane does this? Is it not cool to kill them? I don't care. Because again, the world is not a crazy place to bounce around. That's the reason. Yeah, and guys, I understand, like, my viewpoints on this are really harsh. But again, I think this is from, like, my ethical, moral standpoint, which is, again, I have a moral compass. It might not necessarily point to moral, but I do have a moral compass. This is a core principle.
That was weird.
Moral compass. So, yes, that's the way I see it. And, yeah. Who's gonna try to get fucking
That was weird.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's how I see it. And it's really just that simple. Death is way too much.
Do
If the
not
court
like
side with
this
the
one
person
at
who
all.
defended themselves in the case of death, okay, but death in any scenario? Yeah. Well, not any scenario. No, I clearly said about physical, like, if a person is threatening you physically and initiates physical violence upon you. Like, I gave a very specific circumstance. I don't really see how this is complicated for anybody. How is it complicated? But if someone pushes me, I don't think I have
Do not like that one.
I do. I do, because things like that have, like, and also the problem is that if somebody pushes you, you don't know what they're going to do next. And this is another really big problem, is that when somebody initiates physical aggression onto you, you should assume that they're going to continue initiating physical aggression. It's not like, yeah, it's already been escalated. Humans are I feel like you don't know how easy it is to kill somebody. It's so easy to kill somebody. So when you understand that, you see how fragile it is and how easily somebody can just be fucking, like, ruined for the rest of their life, then you have the perspective that I have. Yeah, it's so easy. Anyway, we go back and forth on this. I understand that I have an extreme viewpoint on this, but I actually think that everybody's viewpoint that's different than mine is extreme. And I think I'm the only one who has a compassionate, reasonable, ethical and moral viewpoint, and everybody else that's
What
trying
do you
to
mean,
defend
son?
violence is the ones that are wrong and bad. Again, this is I have a very interesting moral compass, you could say, but that's how I feel. Anyway, let's go back. Is this your Balkan dad morning routine? Does it say 5:06 because it's 5 p.m.? It doesn't say a.m. or p.m. Didn't even drink the water.
At last,
What's
our
he
threads
doing?
entwine.
Whoa, 76,000?
Man. Oh, I think that's coffee. Oh. Ugh. Damn. Is this really what they do over there? Why is he... Wait, he eating the shells? Oh my... Bro, what is this? What? Is this Vulcan breath? Watching soccer. Oh, man.
47.
Amazing. Wow, what a morning routine. That's amazing. That man cooked? Yeah. I feel like, by the way, there's plenty of people that I know that aren't into Balkans that do this exact same thing. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, another perfect day. Well, no, you forget about, like, him getting mad about the game because he's gambling on the game. Yeah, you've got to also forget about that. I remember that, too. And who took this video of my dad? Yeah, exactly. What is this here? Guns are bad. Tasers are bad. The lefts are really planning to stop criminals with kindness. Oh, God. Tasers and excited delirium. What is this? I mean, John Oliver, sometimes he really hits and sometimes he really misses. I don't know which one this is. I haven't seen it. And problem is such thing only works on law-abiding people. Yeah, of course it does. Have you seen a video? He never asked for tasers to be on. He's pointing out that they are more dangerous than marketed. Not all regulated. The company selling it, this heavy lobbying and also threatening lawsuits. Yeah, okay, well, I would agree with John Oliver then. That's good that we've got a good a commenter that's bringing this up, right? Is like, these are two very different things. And Oliver never hits. He's a dumbass. Well, I mean, I feel like calling this out, like, if this is true, then this is really bad. Yeah, I think he's right to call it out. Like, like, for example, my favorite video that he ever did was the one on televangelists. Like, that one, oh my God. That was absolute fucking cinema. I love that. So, no, don't tell me that he never hits. He's had some hits. I liked it a lot, okay? So, yeah, that one cooked? Yeah, it was. And there was a couple others that I thought were really good, too. And when Disney buys new franchises. What's this?
Welcome to this. That's bad.
Boo,
We're not doing any more remakes of our
boo.
classics. Just other people's classics.
Well,
No, new franchises. Yeah.
Mario.
Starting with the live-action remake of The Simpsons, starring Zig.
What?
Dave. As Homer Simpson. What? They
What?
also bought Avatar because we love that they use colored people.
The
Hello
color is
Terminator.
blue.
Not so inclusive. We're also doing a reboot of the Power Rangers, and we're going color neutral.
What?
Hey, that's white.
Oh.
No white.
No.
We bought Mars.
I need a target.
Yeah.
They're now human resource bros.
Human.
They're cutting down the price. We're talking about corporate life.
Oh no.
EA moves.
Bowser's the boss. So. Oh, that's a good idea.
It'll be a multiverse.
A multiverse. Oh my fucking god. I'm so glad that the entire idea of it. Like, I feel like nobody's using that term anymore. It's totally done. Tasers are highly regulated. Stun guns are not. By the way, hey, all I'm saying is that if it's true, if it's right. I don't want to argue about something that, like, I don't really know about this. I'm not sure about it. I'm just saying, like, I think that things like this are a big problem if it's true, right? But yeah, this is weird. Multiverses. Like, I think that the only, you know what happened? Is the MCU was so good that it shifted every single other media company to try to create their own version of the MCU. And what I find to be funny is that the only real metaverse that truly exists is Roblox. That's the funniest fucking thing, is that the but I know it's catching up. I'm aware of that. Either way, yeah, it's so funny. Like Meta is trying to do a fucking metaverse. Dude, you got beat by a 5-year-old kid. Losers mauling at the fact that Asmon stuck up for Banana Juju. So this was really funny for me to see. You know, in today's episode of Hose Mad, we of course go back to the usual suspects on Twitter. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up here. And it's kind of funny for me to see this. You know, it's kind of largely the kind of salty sports of BlackRock. Ooh, China. RuneScape. What is this here? Is this a new game? Is this could be a new game. Yeah, I'll watch this in just a bit. But like before I do that, let me just get over this thing
I'm
first.
out of range.
And so we go back over, we find this, and Roblox is being copyrighted. Don't be good to talk about copyright. Anyway, let's see here. So, see guys, I'm right. Hitler agrees with me.
I need a target.
I'm Hitler, by the way. That's me. How's it feel to be Hitler? You know, not really that good, actually. Yeah, what if I was a flag? Yeah, I don't know what to say. And the usual suspects. So yeah, this girl made a tweet thanking me. So yesterday I talked about this. If I can find it. Yeah. So this girl, Banana Juju, she was getting attacked yesterday for basically having the audacity to have a female character that had race for whatever reason. So she actually made a tweet and she said that Humble Jesus himself was once again seriously based. Thank you for your take. This is exactly why I do not complain. I do not explain or excuse myself towards racists or take a knee in front of them. We live in 2025 now, guys. Enjoy life and breathe free spirits. So basically, this girl was getting attacked on Twitter by a bunch of weird, disgusting brutes that were angry that she was using a hairstyle that they thought black people had the copyright on. And that's, I'm literally being serious. And so, like, what my argument was is that to the extent that you even try to have an argument or a conversation with Dion, thanks for 5 subs, John. Yeah, I saw, I hope you get that shit sorted out. Yeah, I talked to Dion the other day about some fucking bullshit that he's dealing with. Yeah, I do. And, because you doing the Lord's work, man. You are. And Viking community's pissed? Yeah. Well, it's not even about Viking community or anything else like that, right? It's that cultural appropriation is wrong. Yeah, exactly. And so these people go and they get crazy on her. They get really mad at her for this. And so what I said is that with these people, right, you need to just put yourself in a situation where, like, you don't even explain things to them. You don't even talk to them. You don't have anything to do with them. All you do is say, shut the fuck up, good. You don't explain things to them because these people are completely parents. That's what they love doing. That's what they always like to do. Is they like to control you. They want to tell you what you do. They want to tell you what you can't do. And ultimately, like, I don't want to have people. I don't want to have a fucking a Karen economy of a bunch of anime fucking characters talking about what I need to, what my moral views on shit should be. It's annoying. And so anyway, I go and I say this, and so basically I'm taking some for my decision. I better align myself with the totally uncontroversial Asimov. So a lot of people are mad when she said, "Hey, Asimov, back you up in my opinion." Now the thing is, it actually is, because the reality is that Twitter freaks don't matter, but people on YouTube and the people that actually watch content do. And the fact is that a lot of these people that like tweeting and getting mad about this shit, all their popular people, these are just losers that are yelling into the void to other losers. This is the fact. And so anyway, I made a video about this. I talked about it yesterday. And you, of course, had a lot of people attacking her because she had the audacity to say thank you whenever I defended her. Girl, fuck you. Girl, bro, like, you got another, no 18 plus. Bro, you got a flag in your name? You a retard. That's it. And so anyway, none of them would say these are wrong. They attack you for irrelevant shit. Yeah, exactly. Classic retarded VTubers never attack the argument, only attack the person. No, I mean, and there's some people that are seeing this is that VTubing and like this community is like very divided because you have like part of VTubing is like very much like kind of just like laissez-faire, do and say what you want, everything's okay, it's just for memes. they're wearing a hairstyle that they think they shouldn't be able to wear. And so, anyway, this is what happened, right? These are Karens, yeah, they are. And emotional being furries. I don't know about emotional being furries. I'm pretty sure they all are. But at least the ones that don't like me. They have an illustrated hairstyle? Yeah, exactly. And anyways, this happens, gets racist. The thing is that people like this get real mad about me, and they always got shit to say about me. But here's one thing that
Have a target.
nobody is saying I'm wrong. Nobody's saying I'm wrong. And this is, and you want to know the real reason why people like this hate me? I'm going to tell you why. It's because they, like, their entire life is built around playing bitches, getting mad, and then making you do what they want. But that doesn't work. And so the problem is that because I live outside of their system, they hate me. And this is the same as Reddit communities too. Like, it doesn't matter how many Twitter threads and people like that get mad about me. Like, yeah, I've made fuck-ups and I've been like, I fucked up on this is a mistake. But that's not because of a fucking Twitter thread, right? That's because I think I fucked up. And so, in a lot of cases, the fact is that I don't need to let this deal with these people at all. I don't need to, capitulate to this at all. I don't need to play lip service to this at all. And a lot of content creators that don't speak out against it, the reason why is because they're afraid of getting attacked. They're afraid of getting attacked. They don't have a community like I do. They don't have, like, like, let's say, a streamer, right? It's a big deal for you to get attacked. This is how people, like, for most content creators, like, for people that are same as, like, me, I would say, like, is Hassan definitely, and probably, I'd say, like, XQC, he's not live right now. But, like, or not, like, he gets a lot of hate too, right? Like, so, like, the average week Destiny, I feel like if Destiny came back on Twitch, he would definitely be at that level again. Like, I think there's a lot of people that don't like Destiny, but I don't see, like, as much active conversation that's, like, active hate about Destiny, if that makes sense. Ludwig? I feel like Ludwig doesn't get that much hate. I just don't think so. Like, I really don't think so. I mean, like, people get mad at Ludwig every once in a while, but, like, they'll usually get mad at him for, like, some dumb shit. It's like, you know, like, Ludwig doesn't have an opinion about this as much. And so, anyway, for a lot of us, our average week is the worst week of most people's lives. That's the way it is. XQC got a 300K hate thread yesterday. Yeah, about the AI thing. And you want to read it? It's because he and I agree. We agree completely with the AI shit. Like, absolutely. Like, because I've heard him talk about it. He's seen me talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, no, he thinks the same thing I do. Nick Merckx? I feel like Nick Merckx was like one thing.
Incompetent drones. I will end you myself.
Well, let's look at a video because the time is upset. Yeah, but like, I probably would do the same thing if I was really close friends. Like, let's say, like, if I put out a video about somebody, and like, let's say it had S-Fan in it, and it bothered S-Fan the way that I showed it, and S-Fan was like, "Can you take this down? Like, this bothered me." I would just take it down. Yeah, I would take it down because that's my friend. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just being real. Like, this is why, like, for example, like, I don't like to cover drama with friends. Because I would do that. Because I never want to put a friend in a bad position. Never. And, I'm very, right? I'm loyal to the fault. And, I'll stick by somebody even if, they're doing something that maybe they shouldn't do. And so that's it. Random people, yeah, exactly. So, like, I didn't shit on Ludwig for that long. And it's just an example, right? I mean, Miz, Emmy, fucking Nick, I mean, even, like, Train, XQC, like, they message me, they're like, bro, like, this is kind of weird. I say, all right, which part do you not want in there? Like, and I take it out immediately. Like, yeah, Tectone too, same thing. Like, a lot of people, honestly, I would do that too. Honestly, like, I would even do that to people that I'm even, like, kind of, like, those are all, like, friends, right? But, like, even people that I'm just friendly with, I would probably even do that for them too. Because, like, I don't want to put something, like, unless, like, for example, like, I'm trying to just, like, hide racism, that's different. But, like, if you're talking about, like, just putting your stock like that one, Elon, he just got mad out of nowhere, right? That's it. What, if Doc was your friend? Well, he wouldn't be because I try not to be friends with people that do stuff like that. I do. Now, obviously, like, who knows really what it was, but
Once,
I feel like
my
Doc
people
is a
thrived under
serial
the
bad
guidance
decision
of the
maker.
Black Empire.
And also on top of that, he did other
Queen
things that were bad
Nephros
too. Like he
refused to
cheated on his
reclaim
wife. He
that
had that
glory.
trans sex
But
worker that
no
he emotionally abused. And so, like, really, do I want to be
Ansric
friends with the person
and
that
the
does
Black
that?
Blood will usher in a
bro, I
new
don't.
age for
I think Doc is an
Ashcat.
entertaining guy. He's got great charisma and he does entertaining screens. But like, do I want to be friends with that person? And hopefully that's fair. Right, that's it. And too many mistakes. Yeah, too many mistakes. And that's the way I see it. You want to hear one side? I read the DMs. I read the, not, sorry, you might be confused. I read the DMs that he had with that trans sex worker from Tottenham. I did not read the DMs to be alleged violence. And so, like, I read that and I think it looks really bad. So that's really it. Do you see the man pulling the woman that wrestle and beating shit out of him? I'll look at that in just a bit. But anyway, yeah, no, this is another example of most mad. And there's a lot of anime avatars and people like this who are getting pissed off about it. You know you're in the wrong when Asmongold agrees with you. Let's be for real. Yep, there it is. No argument, no thinking, no brain, no thoughts, just crime. They gonna cry like a bitch. You're gonna get mad all day. And you know what I'm gonna do? That's it. And Kyle, of course, I don't know, is this an important person? I don't even know who the fuck this is. So, like, I mean, the thing is, guys, I don't even know how half these people, I don't even know who they are. So, like, maybe he's a person, maybe he's a streamer, I have no idea. And anyway, they think you're the Antichrist? Well, they should be, and they should think that. Because the fact is that the more people like me that say, you know what, I'm not going to listen and get bullied and pushed around by a hate mob of weird losers on the internet, the more power they lose. And the only power structure they have is by agreeing with each other and then creating hate mobs and attacking people. And so the moment that somebody says, no, actually, I'm not going to play into this system, I'm not going to play your game, then they lose all their power. And that's what really makes them mad. Remember what you said about people with black hunter bias? Yep. I did. And I think I learned it.
Boy, take you all!
I'll tell you that. Kyle with dog collars and leashes, your worst enemy is their only worst enemy. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've worn a leash in college, like, as a joke, but I've done it. I don't even think that's a big deal. I don't care about that. If you want to be a furry, that's fine. Just don't be a retard. Yeah. No, it's not a big deal. Like, really, I just don't think it's a big deal. Like, am I the only person that, like, any type of, like, any like, sexual thing like that, it just doesn't affect, it doesn't bother me. Like, it straight up doesn't bother me. Like, I don't think it's weird. I don't talk down to people. Like, as long as a sexual, like, a feeling that a person has is consensual between adults, I never really make fun of it in a big way, right? I never actually use it as a negative. And I said that, like, I defended Sneeko, for example. Like, you like getting fucked, like, for some reason that gets you excited? That's weird, but okay, cool. Go ahead, do it. Right? I'm not even going to judge people on it. Yeah, you're a furry. No, I'm not furry. Why'd I be a furry? No, that's weird. But, like, all I'm saying is I'm just... Whenever I say I don't give a fuck, when I mean that, I actually mean I don't give a fuck. Like, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't give a fuck, which means that I don't want to hear what you like, and I don't want you to talk about it. When I say I don't give a fuck, I mean I actually do not care. That's it. Bro speaks literally. Exactly. In all fairness, cuckoldry is between 3 people. It is. And all 3 of the people are consenting in a lot of cases. And in the cases where it's not, then that's between them. That's not my problem. So, yeah. And you think
So there was fucking nothing there.
I was like this even in high school. Like, I remember in high school, like, there used to be, like, a thing. This is what we used to do. Not even really we. Like, I didn't do this because I didn't have a girlfriend in high school. And so, like, you would have one person, and then you'd have another person, and then this
So
person
that just
here
dropped
would
fucking
have, remember
gold.
them
Are you
shoes?
shitting me? You kidding me?
With the wheels on them, the Heelys. And then they would have a tail. I don't know how to make this look like a tail. Yeah, it's kind of a tail. And then they'd also have cat ears.
usually
They
was.
drag him around in the hallway
Trinket.
in high school. We were like 15.
Okay. I'll take the shroud.
That's right. That was normal? Yeah, that was just the way it was. And the
Some big
teachers,
fucking
nobody gave a
numbers.
fuck. They knew it was like some weird shit. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared, and it didn't matter. That's some shit. Yeah, it was. That happened even back then? Yeah, it happened back then.
What brought you here?
Plate of the
Well,
general.
I've
What's that?
had
Insurance on the
Did
insurance.
you do any of these things? No, I didn't have a
Watch
girlfriend
where
to do
you
this with.
wander.
You know, and that's just, I just telling y'all the truth. And so, like, now, if I did have a hot girlfriend that would have worn the cat ears, would I have dragged her around on her collar?
Oh, I can get on to those guys.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
What about that?
Without a second of hesitation. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, I would have. So whatever she wants, yeah. And there you go, right? You sick fuck? No, it's, I just, that's, I mean, fuck, you 15, 16 years old. Yeah, cat ears is not a furry though. Everybody knows that. Well, actually not everybody, but the internet knows that. It's already been defined. And so, yeah, no, that's just, I feel like that's normal. Nah, this is weird. I don't know, if it makes her happy, I'd do it. Sure, why not? I think it's funny. Yeah, it's like a way to show affection to somebody. Like, I don't know, like...
You.
I think I did all the fucking quests down
yeah,
there.
it's just how it is. Yeah, she'll be a
Serious?
good pet. Exactly, yeah, there you go.
Oh no, what's this?
And who wouldn't at 15? Yeah, I mean, like, we were in a... Like,
What
at
is this?
15 years old, what was the kind of shit I
My
was doing at
memory
15 years
spans
old?
13 generations.
I remember one time, me and like 3 of my
Tread
friends
softly
walked in,
over
marching
gore.
behind each other doing Nazi salutes
Okey-dokey.
in algebra. And the teacher, we
Okey-dokey.
thought we were going to get her upset by doing this. And she was like, okay, you guys are here, sit down. And we're like, but nobody thought the joke was funny. Actually, one of the reasons why nobody thought the joke was funny is because nobody knew what Nazis
What's
were.
this?
We were
Obviously,
15.
with 8.
So like they're like, oh, is this a reference to something? I don't know why they're doing this. And so like, yeah, because nobody learned anything in school, so they didn't even get the reference. So she's like, oh, go sit down. And then like, so we did that. We watched like Two Girls, One Cup. Fuck, like we watched all kinds of like gore and like weird porn in school. And then we watched bum fights a lot too.
Oh,
And,
bum fights.
fuck,
I remember bum
we
fights.
light off fireworks in class, or not in class. We light them off in passing period. And fuck, like,
Oh, great. Oh, I need a drink. You're right back.
it was a really. Let's just say we had a really good time. How about that? We had a really good. There's the reason why I never skipped school. That's where all my friends was at. Yeah, happy tree friends. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we stink bombs the bathrooms. And D-Gens. Yeah, that was just normal, right? And anyway, so I go back. Charged for rape and violent crime. Charged for social posts and memes. The EU, bro, like not EU. Sorry, I keep saying this. The UK, man, like y'all are cooked. Y'all are really cooked. Performative morality. Hey, the coexist people are burning shit again. I'm gonna be real, like, this historically documented FBI operated on national soil to sabotage civil rights movements. Imagine how easy it is for anyone to do that by paying a few dozen bucks to online protest anything now. Okay, so then if you think it's the CIA and FBI, like, so here, what a stupid argument. So let me get this straight. Actually, I'm so sick of people putting their 2 cents in their reports to get their message read. No, because I just realized I'm creating an economy for this. Yes, I'm giving it currency. I'm providing a fiat value for this. No, we're gonna move on. And what the fuck does coexist really even mean? It means it doesn't matter if you're like fucking gay, atheist, Jew, whatever. Just fucking deal with other people and don't cause any trouble. That's what it means. I think that's what makes sense. And finally, thank you. Yeah. Is Europe fucked? So the reason why people are saying this is that this woman in Europe, her name is Marine Le Pen, was found to be embezzling. Let's see if I can pull this up and find it. Money, here it is. And so she was a woman. She's been running for office now. She ran against Macron the first time. This was in like, I don't fucking remember, like like that, maybe a little bit later. And so, like, anyway, the French Trump, it's the French right wing. I don't know about Trump or anything like that. 17? Damn, was it? Damn, fuck. Anyway, so she is going to be under house arrest for 2 years, and I'll see if I can look at this here, and I can pull it up and find it. I don't know what's she talking about. Lawfare against European right wing is being taken to a whole new level. I'll watch this.
Okay, so the lawfare being used against right-wing politicians in Europe is being taken to a whole new level. Marine Le Pen, the leader of Rassemblement National, the populist right-wing party in France, has just been sentenced to 4 years in jail, of which 2 suspended, and has been barred from partaking in French politics for the next 5 years.
She's not going to jail. She's on house arrest.
That means that she's been
so
barred
she can't
from
run for
running
office
against Macron for the position of the President of France.
That's convenient.
She's been convicted for allegedly embezzling European funds, misusing European funds for her national fraction of the party instead
So this is the thing, is like some people are gonna just like automatically believe this. Like the kind of shit that's been going on with like Serbia and Turkey and shit. Like I don't immediately believe like where's the evidence of this happening? Like here's my mentality, right? Is that if there's actual evidence of her embezzling money, I mean, like, is there anybody who thinks that's not bad and you shouldn't go to jail for that? Of course you should go to fucking jail for that, duh. But, like, am I just gonna write them a blank check and say, oh, they did that? Damn, why would they do that? Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. She's just as corrupt as her father. Wasn't her father, in a Nazi regime, something like that? I remember looking at this. And so she's been convicted, yeah. And so if she gets convicted of this in a court and she gets due process, I mean, I really don't think this is... Isn't this just the consequences? I mean, I feel like that's the way it should be, right? I mean... Yeah, she went to court and everything, right? The court lost all its meaning? Yeah, I mean, but... Anyway, I'll just watch it. Listen further? Okay.
The European fraction of the party, which I dare to bet money on the fact that if any...
So is it weird for me to say that, like... Nowadays, like, I don't know who to trust. Like, I would not trust the government at all. But I wouldn't trust her entirely either. Really. Like, I don't know who to trust.
Judicial system in any European country would launch an investigation into left-wing parties to see if they were doing that, let's say 80% of them would be found guilty of the same thing, because I used to work in the European Parliament, and trust me, this is something that I think happens a lot more than they want you to believe. And of course, we will never know that because they don't launch investigations into left-wing parties, because the whole aim of this is to crush the right...
See, this is the thing, right? It's like if you're... and again, like, this is some girl talking about it, and, like, I don't live in fucking France. I don't even know. But, like, if I think about how it's... Like, every situation like this that I've heard about, I know how people are. Yeah, I bet this is happening. I do. I bet it's happening. This is just how people are.
In Europe, because we're growing too fast, and so the system, the cabal, needs to come down on us through another way. And what do? Lawfare. They're banning us. They're banning our parties. They're banning us.
Make it pop. Make that pistol pop.
Convicting us of hate.
Make it pop. Make that pistol pop.
And, you know, like, think about it for a second. Embezzlement of European...
Señora, la que empieza a bellaquearme.
The president of the European Commission is under investigation for corruption because she closed a 35 billion euro deal with the CEO of Pfizer via text message. And we still don't have those text messages, but she is the president of the European Commission, and Marine Le Pen is not allowed to run as the president of France. If that is not future politics, I don't know what is.
I think the big problem is the fact that she can't run for political office. I think that really, like, if you bar somebody from running for political office, I think that there's one reason for that, and it's because you're afraid that they'll get votes. Because the fact is, if you trust... Like, you want to know the reason why a felon can run for office and be president here in the U.S.? It's because the founding fathers were thinking, back then, they said, well, ain't nobody going to be dumb enough to vote for a felon, right? Surprise. The fact is that if she did something wrong, then that's bad. That being said, I still think she should be able to run for office. And I think taking away a person, like a person's ability to run for office, especially whenever they're in an advantageous position polling-wise, I think it does look really bad. That's really the way I see it. Our founding fathers were felons to Britain. That's right. That's right. True. True, brother. True, true, true. Or because they knew people could be jailed for political reasons like this, so they couldn't use it as a weapon. Yeah. And so it was because, according to British Empire, you were all felons. Except, yeah, I mean, but they were all the ones that were wrong. That's it. And but do you think people in prison should be able to vote? Should people in prison be able to vote?
The Queen.
I would rather have a crackhead vote than a Karen.
Do you have business here?
I wanna like if I could take the vote of a Karen that lives in a $5 million house and replace that vote with Rufus that lives under a bridge, I would do it. It's the easiest decision of my life. Literally so easy. So fucking easy. There it is. How about an incel versus a Karen? I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe in order to vote, you have to be married and have a kid. Maybe like if you're not married, you don't even have kids. Like then like why you vote? Like maybe that'd be it, right? Base. Yeah. No, I'm thinking like that's good. Didn't he go and say some shit like this, right? People got mad at him. Yeah, L-Take after all that pro-democracy talk. It's not an L-Take. We don't let 5-year-olds vote. Why let people that think like 5-year-olds vote? Fuck. It's that simple to me. Anyway, and
okay, so the lawfare being used against right-wing politicians.
And so, I think honestly, like I'm very, very torn on this. I'm like super torn on it because like one side of me thinks that maybe they were embezzling funds and they were doing something wrong, but the other side of me thinks that maybe it's just more political corruption and they're trying to take somebody out of the race that could potentially upset the norm. And so, like, because that's what's happening in other places. I think that's what's happening. She's not even the front runner.
What are you doing?
I don't know. People are saying that she was, but leading opinion polls for 2027 election.
The Queen.
I don't know, guys. I really, and I mean this. I genuinely don't know.
Where were you?
Am I just going in and marking people?
So I think that she probably should still be able to run. I mean, but like, I'm not French. I don't know what their laws are. But I feel like the fact that she can't run for office, I think that's really that's the bad thing. Not even the fact that she got convicted. For 5 years. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could easily see that. I mean, like, she's not old. Like, she's old, but she's not like old like we have old people. So in 5 years, like, she's gonna come back probably, and at that point, she's gonna be a martyr. The odds are the immigration migrant situation will have fucking like just gotten worse over the 5 years, and she'll probably come back same as Trump didn't get voted in. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I bet is probably going to happen. And there's even a possibility that this action could galvanize this group of people so much that they vote in somebody else as a protest against it. They'll ban her again, maybe. It's already too late for France? Maybe, I don't know. I don't live in France. They got red, white, and blue too? Why they steal our flag? They trying to get our flag? Can't believe that. This shit's happening in other places too. Several non-progressive politicians are being accused at random and being stopped from running. Yeah. Because, like, you know, for example, like that shit in Turkey, like, I feel like if that guy was able to run against Erdogan, I forget his name. It's, I don't know how to pronounce their names. But anyway, if he was able to run, like, I feel like you wouldn't have as much pushback because, like, the guy could be convicted or something like that. But, like, the moment that you put somebody in jail and then you take away their right to even be voted on, what you're doing really is like, so like somebody's talking about like you care about democracy. The fact is that like whenever you take a candidate out of an election, you disenfranchise everybody who would have voted for that candidate effectively, right? You say you can't vote on a person that you want to because of like whatever our rules are. It's a fake election, exactly. Yeah, it's a cosmetic election. And so that's it. Is there a situation where the guilty wouldn't use that as a defense? I don't know. They don't like democracy? They like democracy? Yeah. Quote democracy. That's it. Damn. Damn, that's a lot of people.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it's a really dangerous precedent to set that a person who is like a prominent political leader gets barred from running for office. I do. I think it's a very, very dangerous precedent to set. All security is bald? Yeah, that's because they're smart. So dangerous? Yeah, it is.
So that's it?
Didn't she commit a crime? Yeah, I'm saying, like, even if she did commit a crime, I think she should still be able to run for election. I think that you need to respect your voters enough to allow them to make that decision. From jail? Yeah. Why? What's wrong with putting criminals into jail? She's not going to jail. Yeah, they're not putting her in jail. What crime did she commit? Apparently, like, people said she embezzled funds. So yeah, it's literally the law, exactly. What's the crime? I don't know much about French. She's tried for so many years now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, the support for this or not.
Found the far-right leader Marine Le Pen guilty in her embezzlement case.
Damn.
Her political future and aspirations to be president of France now look to be in doubt. Well, the three judges were ruling on a case that centered between payments between 2004 and 2016. They were French courts has found.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about this, right? And people said, well, I mean, they did an investigation into this, right? And yeah, when was this? You can tell this is a foreign country. You see all the flags? It's all the same flag. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yep, foreign country for sure.
Tread softly.
Man, and this is why they sentence it, and this is an opinion poll? Damn. Damn, so she actually, they had polls that she was doing really well. I mean, like, yeah, a 2-year prison sentence is insane. Freeze fled after violent attack by migrant gangs. Damn. Damn, bro, what the fuck? Damn. Bro, it's like the start of a PUBG match. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Did you ever see a large Trump rally, similar colors? Yeah, that's actually kind of true. Yeah, for sure. And they allege that she embezzled funds using EU money intended for EU party for a national rally. Yeah, I don't know about this exactly. But anyway, yeah, there it is. France just slapped 13 million voters in the face. Man. Yeah, that's wild. It'd be funny if they, what do you call it, if they just voted for somebody else on the other side. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what's going to happen with this, right? Because, like, I could see a lot of people that would be really frustrated about this. And I know that, I mean, if I was going to vote for this person, I would be fucking furious. So yeah, is Europe fucked? Romanian opposition leader banned. Brazilian opposition leader banned. Is Brazilian in Europe?
I'm out of range.
That's the one next to Sweden, right? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Anyway, French opposition leader banned. Ukraine suspended all elections. They're in a war. Moldova bans opposition party. Germany tries to ban the AfD. America tried to they tried to permaban Trump. Yeah, he got permabanned 34 times. People have the right to be furious, but at some point those parties don't stop talking about justice. Why can't they accept it? Well, because they think it's unfair. That's the reason why. I mean, the thing is that if you have a rule and you only apply the rule to one group of people, you don't have a rule. You have a weapon. And so, like, that's the fact. So, like, if you go and tell me, like, oh, but these are the rules. Great. If you respect the rules, then you apply them to everybody. It's the same reason why, like, if you expect me to give a fuck about Trump committing felonies, when Hunter Biden got a pardon for 10 years just for everything, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get me to think, oh, wow, well, this is bad. Because everybody knows, the fact is, everybody fucking knows he got the pardon because he's the president's son. That's it. And so, yeah, no, I never even think about that for a second. Never let people use your values against you. Never do that. And so if you have people, you see this double standard, and you're like, well, you know, we're going to take advantage of this double standard, but you can't, or, you know, we're going to hold you to this standard, but we don't hold ourselves to this standard. Nope. Not for me. Yep, if your rules don't apply to you, then they don't apply to me either. That's the way it is. Hunter Biden was a very sick man. There were children involved. I mean, I don't know, but like I feel like Hunter Biden playing Grand Theft Auto 6 already came out. It's his life. And so really, I mean, it's like I've never seen somebody take that many pictures of smoking crack. Fuck. That's a lot. There's so many of them. Yeah, we let criminals run our countries will become the USA. Hey. Hey, not so bad, right? And let's see here. Worst part is they won't be in power forever. When they lose the power, they'll beg not to have those tactics used on them. Yeah, exactly. But wild to think that when presidents get in trouble back in the day, now it's a normal Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, this is what I think. Developers that have unannounced woke games, honestly, probably true. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I bet this shit's probably true. Like, cause if this was me and I had one of these games cooking and I knew people weren't hungry for it anymore, I'd be stressed. I'd be so worried about that. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Like, I'm curious, like, if we could.
Where the fuck is this?
We're gonna see like weird ass like woke game messaging. I think probably for like 2 more years, cause like you're gonna have some more in the pipeline and then it's gonna kind of dry up. Yeah, probably 2 more years and then it's over. At least like you'll be able to do that.
What is this? What is that? You don't say.
Games that are halfway done. Yeah, they're probably going to try to recalibrate them in a lot of cases. Because, like, all these games that, you know, that come out and they don't have, like, this type of messaging in them, I think people will just be so negative about it. Absolutely. And let me see here. The emotes don't work in your channel. I don't know if they do or not. I have no idea. And didn't you wear this shirt yesterday? Yeah, I guess I'm going to wear tomorrow. I wonder. Anyway, so yeah, no, if you announce one of these games nowadays, you're just gonna get eaten alive. People are gonna hate it, everybody's gonna be making videos about it. And the reason why, here's the reason why, is because people have realized that you can kill these games. You can kill these games, and killing the games will kill the companies. That's the reason why. And so, if enough people in spirit, no, all the way. Yeah, you kill the whole thing.
Oh.
And if enough people are hostile and enough people don't like it, and you spread a message to enough people, you get rid of it, and you can shut down a whole studio. You can, and
you are here.
people might say that's mean to do, but That's just the way it is.
Your presence has been noted.
That's just the way it is. And,
Holds
oh
true.
well. Yeah, that's right. And people like to complain. So Tesla?
Watch your
No,
step,
because the thing is that we do it legally.
This
We
is
do
it.
it by choosing not to make a financial decision. We're not going to burn down the building. Yeah, we just choose not to make a financial decision. I know that sounds crazy. It's business. Yeah, exactly. But that's the way it works, and I think that's the way it should work, by the way. That's common sense how it should work. So yeah, we don't firebomb the studio. Exactly. That's crazy. Who gives a shit? People pushing his woke stuff are not shy about destroying things that they don't agree with? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they'd be doing the same thing to you. And I already looked at this before, and I'll see if I can find the rest of these. I think that a lot of these are repeats. Oh, okay. Let me go down, make sure I'm not missing anything. What is this? Texas Menace? I don't know if he's a menace. Yeah, by the way, I find that the funniest thing about this was that he was at a parking lot for a Chinese buffet.
I'm gonna go around
This
it.
is just a territory dispute. It had nothing to do with Tesla. It's like, you don't come in to his house and fucking park this car here. This is his fucking hunting grounds here. Yeah, absolutely. The best. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. You seen the Balkans right? No. And yeah, suckling Chinese meals. I guess so, right? And owner finds missing dog after 3 years. What? Got him.
Oh, the celebrate.
Wow. Damn.
Good.
Oh my god. Bro, how you lose a dog for 3 years? That's nuts. Good for him, man. That's awesome. It's an old video? Yeah, that's incredible, man. It is. That's awesome. Why the fuck did he do this? Convicted of bilking investors, Nikola founder and Trump donor gets a presidential pardon.
Purple.
He was sentenced to prison last year for fraud. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it seems a little bit. You know, not so good. But hey, if you expect me to go and act like this is a bad thing, where Biden gave out pardons to so many fucking people, it's not going to happen. Like, I don't have any energy for that at all. But obviously, the pardon system, it's a bit of an exploit. It is. It's a bit of an exploit, but it's in the rules. It's a clever use of game mechanics, but that's it. It's a false equivalence? Not to me. Yep. You think it's different? I don't. Yep. Yeah. That's just about right, huh? That's it?
Chat, it's kind of terrifying though to think about. That one of those is 4 of me.
Go to
Just
the
the
purple.
thought, just that thought is kind of insane.
Let me think about this. So 14 pounds. So you're talking about 495
That's it.
pounds. 495 pounds. Wow. How heavy is a car? How hard is a car? It's like 2,000 pounds. So the 3 of them together are close to like a car. So guarantee, like, there's probably a car out there. You know, like that little Toyota truck that they don't sell in the U.S., but people talk about?
We shall rise.
That's crazy. Maybe, yeah, that's a lot.
Kahet is
Imagine they're leaving and they order a lift. What do you do if you're leaving, you order a lift, and then they say, oh, our ride's here, and it's a Honda Civic. Can you imagine that? Yes. Oh my God. I remember we had a fat friend, Jesse, and I could always tell that the car would drive differently when Jesse be sitting in the back seat, man. And even, I would think Jesse probably only about maybe 300, 350 pounds. But this is like, this is a whole different universe. This is a whole different situation. And man, it's if they need a forklift, exactly. God damn, let them cook. That's a lot. Holy shit, that's a lot. I love how, do you want to know the reason why all three of them got on it together? Is that they didn't want to acknowledge that any one of them was this much weight, but when the three of them are together, they can imagine that, oh, it's not all me, right? And so it's like, okay, well, we're together weigh a lot, but like, it's really them that are...
Three of us.
What, you see what I'm saying, right? Like, two of them was 1,000? Was it really 1,000, two of us?
Go. Watch your step.
Damn. Damn. 500 each, yes. This is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
Chat, it's kind of terrifying though to think about. That one of those is
one of
for
those.
me.
One of those, bro.
Just the thought.
Damn.
Just that thought is kind of insane.
About you.
That's crazy. One of those. You see, what's this here? Is that pounds or kilograms? It's pounds. And Greenland, why? Let me in so I can save you. From what? From what I'm going to do if you don't let me in. Yeah. What is this here? If you're still Ghibli posting, pivot to light insurance fraud. Add some scratches and a small dent to the rear bumper. Image created.
That's what happened here.
So there's some ways for you to do this. It's really important for you to, when you do this, you need to, what do you call it? Fuck, what's the term? You need to like basically like launder the photo so you don't have the same EXIF data. So if the company finds out, they can't sue you more easily by using that as a reference point. And so like, yeah, screenshot, you make this photograph and then you screenshot it so you have plausible deniability. That's really important. Yeah, you scrub it. Yeah, no, you screenshot. That's what you do. And so like, cause this is the thing, a lot of people, they're like the people that do this in a lot of cases, the problem like now on the internet is that like if you are a rat, you can make so much money on the internet right now. But if you're stupid, you think that you can make so much money on the internet right now and you end up going to jail. That's it. Embed code into the pictures, by the way. Yeah, but they probably can't figure that out. And it wouldn't work because of the two CPA. I don't even know what that is, honestly. And there are wizards that use arcane magic to expose edited photos. Yeah, I'm not sure if they can reverse engineer this or not.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. If it is, that's a new patch. I'm not aware of that one. And what is this? I've seen it before. Lefty processors. First of all, there are no cuts to Medicaid, Social Security, or other entitlements unless stopping fraud is considered a cut. Second, organizing a campaign to call for the death of someone is illegal. The organizers and funders will be found and prosecuted. Thank God. Thank fucking God. What is it? Man, shut the fuck up. Why you had to do this, huh?
You see my wares.
You really gonna do one of these? You know what? I'm gonna be real. I look kind of good in this photo. I do. I look kind of good.
Most
yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe we should do this.
Crawler.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Like, I feel like that's a good idea. No, you're on the left. Shut the fuck up.
Husband and I live off the government. We don't work. And this morning, you know, it's Sunday. This morning, I asked him where he wanted to go eat lunch because we always go out to eat on Sundays.
Yeah.
And he sat me down and he said, I think it's best that we stop eating out on Sundays, considering Donald Trump got elected and pretty soon we're going to be without a paycheck because he's not going to give us any more money.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he said that it hit me how much this election affects our family directly. Because now we're both probably going to have to go get a job. And so we're going to miss time with our kids. We're going to miss time together. It's just devastating because before our country...
Just be like,
we get
no,
things
it's easy.
done.
Hello, yeah, this is Martha with Microsoft.
Bilgewater
Yeah,
is
so
on the job.
yeah, we're gonna upgrade you to Windows 11 Pro
It's
for free.
lonely at the top.
What's your credit card information? 573.
It's so great. People could just live off of the government. You know, you didn't really have to work unless you wanted to.
Yeah.
But now with Trump, he's going to force everybody to go to work.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that how devastating it is to trade your time for money when you could have just had money handed to you from the very beginning. It's awful. And now I'm like, we're not even going to have Sunday lunches out.
This is probably, like, she's probably trolling. But this actually was me growing up. My dream job was to live off the government and do nothing. And play video games all day and eat fast food.
Fuck is no.
Like, I remember whenever I was like 7,
I know a bio
told
when I see
my
one.
teacher, they said, what do you want to be? You grow up, you want to be a doctor or an astronaut? I said, I don't want to do anything. She was like, what do you mean? I said, all I want to do is play video games.
What's up?
She said, that's not an option. I said, what?
Glad I could help.
She said, you're going to have to get a job. I said, no, I won't. I just steal from the government. I steal money from other people. I just get the money. I'm not going to get a job. And she's like, you can't just get money from the government and sit around and play video games all day. This is the same bitch that told me I needed to learn cursive too.
Interesting.
She said you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket.
Bilgewater on duty.
That's a
Get
hat
out
trick for
there
being
and
retarded,
get to
isn't
it.
it? Surprise, bitch!
Could smell you.
That's
a
it.
mile
Yeah, is that going well? Yeah, it's working real well. And prove them wrong. I know.
Hey,
Then they're gonna
how you
hopefully they're gonna
doing?
ban soda. I don't want to see them
If you
ban
ever
soda.
need
I love
anything.
soda. If they ban soda, I'll probably go back to drinking lemonade. You know, like if they ban soda, I'll be very upset. But I just drink something else. I mean, fuck. But it would be a bad day for me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like soda is one of the only things that I really like drinking. And so yeah, ban soda from EBT purchases. I said before, like I don't have a problem paying for like some neat soda. Like I don't care about that at all. I don't. It's not a big deal because I remember they paid for my soda, and so like I feel like I kind of have to pay for their soda too.
Oh.
But you know, like that's just how I am. Sugar-free soda. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to this. But I just want to make sure I had that on the side. Make sure I had that ready. And if there's anything else I was gonna look at here and get into, looking sharp and fully educated. Slush fund for the protest. What's it? Try Saratoga. I should probably try Saratoga water. That's a good idea. You don't care about giving kids Crohn's disease funded by taxpayers? I think if you're dumb enough to get a chronic disease from how much fast food you're eating, Charles Darwin had a word for that. I don't want to nanny state people. I'm up to be real. I'm not trying to nanny state people. You want to be fat, you want to be 600 pounds, you eat a bunch of ugly, nasty ass food and get fat and die? I don't care. Gives a fuck. Really? Yeah, no, I'm just, look, remember what I said before about how I said I don't give a fuck what people do? I'm in it. In America, you can be 600 pounds, you can suck 600 dicks, or you can make $600,000 a year, because it's the land of freedom.
They're protesting the Doge cuts. What's been cut?
I would rather not speak to any specific things.
There's... let me think.
Okay. Let's get this.
Protesting the Doge cuts.
The Doge cut.
What's been cut?
What's been cut?
I would rather not speak to any specific things.
There's...
What's been cut? Way too much.
The entire work of the CFPB has been
Everything.
stopped.
Big fan of Bill Clinton?
I think we're getting off topic here.
What's he got to do with this?
Well, he laid off 400,000 federal workers when he was in office.
Are you trying to suggest that the cuts that they're making to the federal workforce has a precedent in history?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
This man. Okay. Okay.
Is a genius. A genius.
What?
Trump ran on this.
Huh?
He won on this. Isn't this what democracy looks like?
He didn't run on this.
Trump actually didn't.
He didn't run on this. To be fair, I've never seen Trump run before. So technically, they could be right. They don't even understand what they're protesting for?
Run on it.
Well, do you know why? It's because it's a bunch of rich, upper-middle-class white people with luxury beliefs that go out and do this so they can, you know, use them as accessories for their terrible and pointless personalities and meaningless lives. That's the reason why. That's it. I'm white, I can say. That's it.
He didn't tell people what his plans were. Did he mention Doge? He mentioned Doge.
I will create a government efficiency commission, and Elon, because he's not very busy.
How could you show this? How could you show this? Like, this is, yeah, what? No, you can't show this. Steve Harvey has Trump's back. Honestly,
Steve Harvey.
I never really paid attention to Steve Harvey until recently. And I watched a few interviews and things that he said. I really like Steve Harvey. I do. I think he's great. I like him. Yeah, I think he's great, man.
No one wants Lewis.
Has agreed to head that task force.
They're
No one wants
stuff,
fucking
but
Lewis.
It's not waste. It's stuff that we need. Do you need Sesame Street in Iraq? Yeah, we might.
I don't.
We might. For sure, bro. Like, yeah, true.
I'm sorry.
All of this is a lie.
Do you support sending money to Sesame Street in Iraq? I guess so. What about the sex changes in Guatemala that we were sending $2 million to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are they different than sex changes anywhere?
Well, it's not federally funded. Here.
You got me.
You got me. You got him.
Hey, respect.
Even though we were protesting the Doge cuts. What's been cut?
I would rather not speak to any specific things.
Yeah, of course, right? That's always what it is. No, a lot of the protesters, and you go, by the way, like, I remember watching interviews with people at Tea Party rallies 10 years ago that are just this stupid. It's not like the only stupid people go to these rallies. There's stupid people go to all kinds of rallies. But it's really not as surprising. And, yeah, that's it. Because you can't? Yeah, of course, that's always their answer, because they're dumb. Yeah, definitely. White girls and Karen. Now, I'm just telling you, like, it's interesting that there's the same...
Bless you, friend.
Isn't it interesting? How interesting? What are the odds?
Fucking
What are
9:30
the
already?
odds? Wow, what are the odds? That's crazy. Always the usual suspects. Yeah. Is this how it feels? You know what? Like, because we're being a little racist, right? This feels good, man. Now, yeah, I can see why some of the people on
Oh, I
Twitter do
remember
this.
this
Yeah,
one.
this feels good.
I'm out of range.
Bro, yeah. We being racist? Are we? Yeah, a little, just a little bit. Maybe I should
I
be
remember this
racist
one.
more. Should do that more. How about that? And man, it's a little bit, yeah. Oh my God, we're missing out. Oh man, this is why Britain's falling apart. Yeah, a bunch of fucking rules on what you can't do. And increase third term to sitting presidents only. I'm in. Nope. That's it. He can't be in. He's born in Kenya. You can't have that happen. I've seen this like 6 times, and it's about to be 7. It's just so funny.
Yeah, in the bed of the truck with some beer cans. It's Yeah, in the bed of the truck with some beer cans. Let's pop out with these guys and see what they got going on.
What they got going on?
Copy that. No. Hey, tell them to hang out real quick. Hey.
Look at this. The car couldn't move. He had to go into 3rd gear.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God.
I don't even
Cletus, where you going?
Some hillbilly shit.
Go, boy. Go, Cletus. Go. Throwing the beer. Quick. Oh, no. Oh, man. This is GTA 6. I don't know. It's slowing him down. Yeah. Get the cans out. We got to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, in the bed of the truck with some beer cans. Let's pop out with these guys and see what
Drop
they
the
got going
anchor.
on.
Bro, they carry an anchor.
No. Hey, tell them to hang out real quick. Hey. Okay.
Oh my God.
What the fuck, man?
This is just the way founding fathers wanted it to be, brother. Oh man. Oh man, it's fucking funny.
Wild City of Threats.
And
Where the fuck is
yeah,
that?
Fatty helped him get traction on that sand. Yeah, I guess so. Truck bottomed out. Oh God. Somebody said he got the Godskin duo in the trunk. This is fair. They in Fair, Missoula doing a patrol. Oh man.
Let's see what they got going on.
Copy that.
No.
Uh-oh.
Hey, tell them to hang out real quick.
Look how dumb they look, dude.
Hey.
Look, see?
Nothing here.
Okay.
It's just...
Okay.
Oh God.
I don't even want to ask what that was.
Some hillbilly shit.
Oh God. I refuse to believe this isn't a skit. I don't know if it is or not. I used to love watching. The thing is that I remember there was this barbecue place that I would go to, and they would always have a TV playing Cops. And I remember I would sit down to eat, and we go eat there, and I'll be honest, sometimes Cops was even crazier than Reno 911. They really were. And I remember there was one time I saw, damn, yo, Palmer Hands, thanks for 50 subs. 50 subs, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much. So there was one time, there was this cop, like this dude broke into a car and he had blood on him because he had just broken into a car. And they said, what's up, Russell? How you doing? And he's in the, he's not gonna talk, right, to the cops. And they're like, Russell, you didn't just break into this car, did you? And he's like, no, I didn't. And they're like, well, why is there blood all over you? And why is the glass broken? He's like, I don't know. It was like that when I got here. And they're like, all right, well, you're gonna have to come with us. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna come with you. They're like, okay. And then so they got 4 officers, and they just carried him, and then they placed him in the back of the cop car, and they drove him to the station. They just had to carry him out. They, lift him out. And that was it. Local repeat offenders. Yeah. Well, the thing is that I bet for cops, like probably it's the Pareto principle. I bet 80% of their problems are with 20% of the people. I bet there are the usual suspects. It's like, I bet if you're a police officer and you get a call in an area, you know that the problem is one of 3 people.
Anything that tickles your fancy? Or your nose?
It's like there's 1 of 3 people that are causing a problem there, and you know what it's going to be.
Buddy?
Yeah, it's a daily quest. Yeah. They're frequent flyers. Yeah, they sure are.
Hello there,
And
traveler.
his mostly repeat offenders. I know. Okay, what's this here? 60-year-old one attack for driving a Tesla. What's this here?
Take a look at this. This is video from the victim's Tesla camera.
Let's see.
It shows a green car pulling up to a Tesla on busy Route 66, then swerving in front to box the Tesla in. The driver then walks over to the 61-year-old woman in the Tesla and reportedly starts hitting her while she's sitting behind the wheel.
Right.
At one point, the woman says she bit the man's hand.
Nice.
Moments later, the passenger of the green car appears to walk over and pull the attack.
I know what it was. So she was in front of them, and they had a Magic the Gathering tournament that they needed to get to, but she was driving too slow, and she caused them to be late, and so they were upset about it, and that's what happened. It actually had nothing to do with Tesla.
Over and pull the attacker away, and finally get back in their car and drive off. He says the victim is very nervous, is terrified, and can't understand what anyone would do this.
I was just done.
Attack that target. I can't attack that.
Someone with me that would have protected me.
Gun. Get a gun.
I'm just appalled. I didn't buy my car for a political statement.
Just get a gun. Yeah, just buy a gun.
I bought my car because it's really fun to drive. And my politics have nothing to do with that. I'm just saying our society.
The victim, along with the other Tesla owner who received a threatening note and text, have both now signed up for a gun.
Well, yeah.
Up for a gun safety
That's
course
smart.
at a gun range north
That's
of
right. You get that
Flagstaff.
AK.
They tell us they don't feel safe right now and
Yep.
want to be able to protect themselves.
You just shoot them, bro. That's what I said earlier. You just shoot them. It's that easy. Now, when I see something like this, I think to myself, as a discerning person, or at least a person who is delusional enough to believe that he is a discerning person, is this because it was a Tesla, or is this just simply a road rage incident? It's hard to say.
Loads of forgotten knowledge
I don't know.
are within our
I'm not sure. That's all that matters. Maybe both. Yeah, it could be
go ahead
both.
and
And
pack
that's a
the
very good
supplies.
point. Yeah, it
See you
definitely
down
could be
below.
both. I don't know if it is, but there's a possibility for it.
Travel
And
safe.
it's not going to matter now? Well, 80% because of Tesla. Yeah, I don't know. And do you think Elon can just add guns to Teslas? I think that would probably be a good idea. Maybe they could put like those, like they have the flamethrowers that he made. Maybe you can put a flamethrower there, put a flamethrower here, and then maybe a flamethrower on the top too. Like that'd actually be kind of cool, like a minigun, yeah, something like that. That'd be smart. And it doesn't matter, need the Glocky for either reason. Yeah, no, somebody tries to block you off in a highway, gets out of their car and starts approaching your car. The main thing that you should do is, what I wish you should do is just run them the fuck over. Like that's what I think that you should be able to do is just literally run them the fuck over. But I would say lock your car, roll up your windows, never roll down your windows, fucking immediately call the police, right? And that's it. Auto turret, yeah, you'll damage your car though. That's okay. You make them pay for it. Yeah, ideally,
Still
right?
the
Whole point,
frickin'
yeah,
hat.
exactly, right. Second Amendment stocks going way up. Exactly. If they touch the door, it should electrify them. Oh, bro, like Ark of the Covenant. That's a good idea. Yes.
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
That's a great
Travel
idea.
safe.
Holy fuck. Yeah, life insurance pays for it. Exactly.
Inquiring minds
And
just
somebody gets after you,
got
box
to
you,
know.
pull you out and start attacking you. That's whenever you pull out the block.
Truth is
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly right. And anyway, let me see how I find the rest of this. And let me go and look at it. Where did this go? I'm trying to find, because there are some other people, by the way. This domestic terrorism, it's just hard to know whether it's actually because of Tesla or not. But you got somebody else here. Here's another one. You got another one.
Wilmington Chief Hodges here. We need your help. Yesterday, March 26th, at around 5:45 p.m. at Cup Foods located on 102nd and France, an individual had watched some folks get out of a Tesla. The individual then went to the liquor store.
Yeah.
The people in the Tesla walked by.
Bad
After
glad
that,
you
they
could
left the
fly.
liquor store. They didn't buy
Follow
nothing.
me down to the archive and
they
I'll
went
show you what
and scratched
Dagwin
the
and I
Tesla.
have been working on.
Here's the video of them walking by the Tesla.
Bring Beladar's warmth to those in need.
Where's this going?
That's crazy. What are the odds? Wow. So yeah. So let me get this straight.
Let's do that one
She's probably
first.
sitting home all day, getting gassed up, watching The View and MSNBC, and she goes to the store, and now she's gonna be a hero. She getting gassed up by The View, MSDNC, yeah.
We need help identifying them. If you know who this person is, please contact Detective Brown. The number is here at the bottom of the screen.
I want
and
to
for the
see
person who did this,
we're gonna get
we
you.
have this nice little video here for you.
Here are the orange jumpsuit.
Batteries in and supplying power.
Go to the dungeon to get things.
Oh God.
What's
the problem,
We have this nice little video here
fragments,
for you.
right?
Here at the Orange Jumpsuit District Inn and Suites, we have friendly staff who is ready to greet you.
There it is. Hi.
I
All right, that's what we got for you.
where our friend comes in.
$3,200 worth of damage is what took place here.
$3,200. That's a lot.
Resist the Tesla temptation.
Is that it?
Stop damaging these cars all around
Resist the Tesla temptation. I love it.
the country, and we're tired of our insurance rates going up.
Yeah.
And what are you really accomplishing? Knock this off. So if you got any information on this, please contact Detective Brown. And with that, Bloomington, we will see you back here shortly.
I always think it's funny. You got fat ass.
Fragments.
We have
Seasonal budget. What's a seasonal budget? You can fucking slam it down.
You can't even regulate your own body. It's nuts. I love this guy. Yeah, it's crazy how this happened. Now, what should we do with them? Now, I'm not saying that we should do this. Other people are saying that we should do this. That's not
So I can hit 80 before going in. Is that what it is?
Shiny minions, I guess so. Yep, there it is, guys. And but we should. I mean, I'm not saying that. Anyway, so you got even more of this, and this is it's crazy where this comes from and where this goes. Look. Here now. Uh-oh. A man confronted after drawing a swastika on a Tesla. Uh-oh. Wouldn't committing acts of recognized terrorism be grounds for revoking citizenship? I think that really, we gotta get, especially with these people, we gotta put them in work camps. Because, like, we got a bunch of problems, and we could put them in work camps. And you know what they should make them do? They should have yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Make them build Teslas. And every Tesla they build takes a day off the sentence. That's a good idea. I like that a lot. Send them to Mars.
Free service. How about you pay for the repairs? Write a check. You just bought a Tesla.
I can wipe it off
No,
with a towel.
no,
It's not
no.
heat.
It is a
It
hate
was
crime,
it was
sir.
a crayon.
It is a hate crime. It's too. Did you write a swastika on there?
I'm sorry you're upset.
Did you write a...
I'm sorry you're upset. I call the fucking police. I wouldn't even call the police over the swastika. I'd call them for saying something like that. You're gonna bring that passive-aggressive garbage into my life? Nah, bro, you about to catch a charge. Like, that was over the line. Nope.
It didn't even work.
It didn't even work. Good job, bro. Look at the way, bro. He turns around like he's Sly Cooper. Wait, who does this? What's going on here? Like,
Did you write a swastika on the...
Bro, I've seen a raccoon that's less devious than that.
See it on the video. Did you? Is it a swastika? Is it a swastika?
Have you looked at your
Is
car?
it a
Is there a key
Yes.
mark?
Is it a swastika? It's at the police right now. It's being fingerprinted. Because
Wait, what?
Don't do anything I
What? What? Hold up.
You tread a powerful
they're trying to track you down. Thankfully, Facebook tracked you down. So your business, your freaking livelihood, everything now, because you chose to write so you tell Facebook that you're sorry for writing a swastika on
Tell
a
Facebook.
Tesla.
Yeah, tell Facebook you're sorry right now, Ron.
Say to the general.
I said, I'm sorry.
For what?
And I
For what? For
apologize.
what?
I have nothing against
Oh, I
the
already
car.
did that.
You see how as soon as this dude found out that the police were involved, the demeanor, the language, the body language, everything immediately shifted. Immediately, like this is now, like you at the beginning you had a passive aggressive praying mantis, and he just evolved into a roach.
I have nothing against you.
So why
okay?
would you write a swastika on a Tesla?
Obviously, I have something against Elon Musk, but that's not the
So
way
Elon
to
Musk
show my...
owns that car because
No,
it was
he
bought
owns
and
the
paid
company.
for.
Right?
It was bought and paid for a long time
That's
ago.
why it's misguided, and obviously I did not intend to do this.
All right, we're gonna wait.
He didn't. It was an accident. He did not intend to do it.
The
I think
weed
that
has
you should.
delivered a customer.
I do. I think that this form of flagrant political violence, vandalism, etc., we need to put a stop to it. Why is it that anybody should put up with this bullshit, bro? Like, why should anybody put up with this bullshit? It's crazy. Like, really, it's so weird. Where are these people? It needs to stop. Like, we got way too much tolerance for people that are doing the wrong shit, and we have way too little tolerance for people that are trying to do the right shit. That's it. And you saw, bro, right here.
Is it a
It's not-
swastika?
that's
It's at the
impossible.
police right now. It's being fingerprinted.
What do you mean it's
Because
What? What do you mean? And because you saw, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Yeah, what is this? And roached out, he is. If I see someone doing this to somebody else's car, they're getting knocked the fuck down. If I saw somebody doing this to somebody else's car, I just pull out my phone and record them. Yep, I just record them. And then wait for them to get back in their car and then record the license plate. Then, you know, that'd be about it. Send it to the police. Yeah, I wouldn't. That'd be easy. And bang them out. Yep, don't touch nobody. Nope, I wouldn't touch nobody. Absolutely not. Free money. Yeah. And yes, please. Yeah, you just get them, and then they're gone. Yeah, W citizen. Yeah, absolutely. Where's this accountability? No, this stuff stops. It stops so fast as soon as you make accountability for it. Like, yeah, it's so funny. You might even get the Starbucks in return. Maybe you're allowed to knock them out because they can't call the cops. Well, I don't know about that. I'm not trying to attack anybody, right? So marching peacefully and patriotically in the Capitol is scholastic terrorists, but orchestrating civil unrest, intimidating people with opposing beliefs, and burning down your opponent's businesses is free speech. Well, their speech is violence. Your violence is speech. That's the way it works. So no. He's agreeing with me. I might have read it wrong, but yeah, that's the way it is. No, the thing is that the people that do this, you never play games with them, and absolutely. When does that make you a snitch? I am snitching on them because my goal is to ruin their life. Like, if I see somebody doing that, I view this as a bad behavior that society shouldn't tolerate. So the solution to that is to do something to them that's really bad. Because if you do something really bad to them, then it sets an example for everybody else so they don't do it. That's the way I think about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah, it's a new side quest. Yeah, it's like a bonus quest, right? That's it. And one of Aslan's mottos is snitches get bitches. I mean, bro, the thing is that people rat each other out all the time, by the way. Like, they do this all the time. Even, like, people act like, oh, nobody does this whenever they sell drugs. They do. Like, I would say that 80, like, from my experience, Like 90, I was gonna say 80, 90% will rat you out. 90%, man. Like, I would say even, fuck, maybe even more than that. Your experience? Yeah, I've had plenty of friends that have sold and done drugs. They've gone to prison for selling drugs. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen this a lot. Absolutely, I was snitched on. Yeah, exactly. And so it makes sense. Yeah, I never did this myself. I was a good boy. I would never break the law. I would never. That would be disgusting. Nobody would ever do that. And yeah, of course not. But anyway, no. But unironically, I literally have never done that. Let's see here. Oh, this girl, she trying to sell her Tesla because Elon didn't give her child support.
Selling it because I need to make up for the 60% cut that Elon made to our Swedish tax.
You know, like if you got one of these girls that's doing this for like obviously for attention, I think it makes yeah. That's crazy. Attention seeker? Yeah.
Why do you think that he did that?
That's a great question for you.
You feel like he was sort of like vindictive against you?
Vindictive? Yeah, I bet he was.
Yeah, that's his modus operandi.
Think?
When women speak out.
When's the last time he spoke to him or tried to speak to him?
February 13th?
Uh-oh. A day before Valentine's Day. Uh-huh. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. Because you know probably what the reason is? Is that she was the most recent one. But on maybe the February 13th, because it's close to Valentine's Day, maybe she found out she's the second most recent one.
Ooh.
Maybe that's what happened.
You can check the stocks.
I don't know.
I'm not the only one
Who
who's
owns it?
talking about great Teslas.
We're not going to get you.
There's a Tesla. Oh, God. Oh, man. That's so fucking funny. And Morgan Wallen, what's this here? Walks off before SNL credits were even over. Special place in out. What's this here?
Oh, what am I? Oh, well, not GK. All right.
Praise the machine. Back to work.
Was this like, so is this like, why would he want to be on the show if he didn't want to be on the show? Am I crazy?
Get this over with.
Yeah, why would he go on the show if he didn't want to be on the show? Like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, is money? Fuck that. What are the odds? What are the fucking odds?
Huh.
Wow. There's two of them? Oh shit.
I feel very, very sorry for you.
It's actually so sad that the energy that comes out of this protest, it's so pathetic, bro. It's actually pathetic.
Oh, that's what
like,
happens?
this is embarrassing. It's desperation vibes. It's like, I'm trying to think like what is this? I really got to think about like what the best way that I can explain this. It's just embarrassing, bro. It's so embarrassing.
You're just a little man. Little man. You know what?
How much do you weigh?
We need you out of the road.
So 3 Karens at the same time?
go.
You're a fucking traitor to the United States, you fuckface!
That
device keeps us
oh my
safe from the
god.
poison.
These people are so crazy. He's so mad. Look at him being so mad. Was that funny? Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. It's so funny. Oh my god. Go home. Jesus Christ. I think that the reason why there's a lot of boomers and old people that are in these protests is because Elon Musk represents computers, and they probably never liked computers. You know what I mean? I think that's just really the way it is. It's logic, yeah. No, you ever think about that? Everything's computer. Yeah, that's the problem.
Ah.
Wow. Dude, our folks, this is so embarrassing, bro. Like, it's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Where do these people come from? I get, no, we know.
I
The
need to
retirement
rest
home.
after
They
that
came
one.
from the retirement home. They don't understand computers. This is like this is a protest against computers.
Good.
That's what it really is. And pay protesters for $40 an hour. They don't need it. They got Social
Let's
Security.
go, Bran.
And it's funny is people think that anything else in voting Democrat means being a Nazi. Yeah, it's not. At least they're not violently standing in the middle of the street, though. You're right. Yeah, they're just being annoying. Like that's why it's fun to make fun of them. But like, yeah, that's about it.
Get over here!
Get a job. Protesters don't work with them. Yeah, I guess so. Why are they all around the same place? The reason why is because I think that one of the big reasons is that a lot of older people only consume mainstream media, and if you only consume mainstream media and you grew up in a time where you probably had, like, it depends on like how old they are, right? But like you grew up in a Cold War era, or you grew up before that with like the fucking communist Russia, right? Everything. And so like you had this like drilled into your head for your whole life, and now they're telling you that it's happening here. It's like you've been programmed this way for a long time, and that's what it is. Cold War kids, yeah, in some cases, right? But some of them are too old for that. But the reality is that that's the reason why I think it's happening. I think it's happening because these people, in a lot of cases, don't really understand what's going on, and they just watch mainstream media and they believe everything that they hear on TV. And why do they do that? It's because they're stupid. And that's really the reason why. It's not like there's a big like fucking like, oh no, the real reason is this or that. No, they're just stupid. And so that's it. And once you understand, like, this is the reason why, like, a lot of them, they always get fixated around, like, doing dances and, chants and stuff like that, is they have, like, this energy about it. And it's about it being some sort of, like, it's like an emotional, like, outburst for them, right? They're easily manipulated. They are. They're just stupid. And older generation have wisdom, but they lack understanding of the modern world. I think there's plenty of stupid old people. I don't think old people have wisdom. I think some people do, but that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of people that are just dumb as fuck, man. And like that's all they are. Some do, yeah, absolutely. And boomers are not lying to us, some are, right? It's that simple. But yeah, I see this happen, and it's crazy. And they never really stop to think about what they're really trying to do. It's a mob mentality. Yeah, it is. Like, these people are just wild and out.
I need to
It
rest
is.
after
And
that one.
I guess that, I guess not. Jesus Christ, sorry about this. Honestly, I feel like this is just the way it's going to be. It's their website where their website is signed up to be a protester. Tesla. see if there's any more of this. Oh, this guy apparently, some other dude got arrested for plowing his car into a trunk support. So he's running people over now too. And we can't watch this, right, for the obvious reasons. But so you got this guy, right? I mean, this guy, guaranteed he never liked computers. Yeah, he probably never liked computers. And so, of course, this is what happened. Woodlands, Texas. This is it.
Time to go all out.
No Nazis.
I'm buying one more today.
I'm buying one more today. You son of a bitch.
I'm buying.
Look at them all.
I'm buying one more today. Get another food.
Don't drive swastikas. Oh my god, bro. Like, it's always the same people. Every single time. Every time, bro. It's sad. This is making me want to throw a Roman. No. The thing is that these people aren't even protesting against. A parent of mine told their Tesla to protest Elon Musk, so I decided to buy one to even things out. Oh god. And dumb as fuck. Yeah, this, and people have been doing this like crazy. That's just about right. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, damn, it's crazy. Yeah, wow. Best country in the world. I don't like what democracy looks like. I'm scared. I guess so. It's cringe as fuck. It's so embarrassing. I don't know how people can do this and not realize how ridiculous they are. I really don't. Like this one.
Keep on near me.
I'm about to rip my eyes out. I don't know where these people come from, man. I really... Oh, man. I just don't know what to say. Oh, no.
Here's your take of the spoils.
They're on the, yeah, bro, like they're on the retirement home fucking bus. Drop them off in front of the Tesla dealership.
No.
Oh, this is so fucking funny, man. Oh no, this is Normandy? Yeah, exactly.
I'm going
and well, hey, maybe some of them it is, because they'd be old enough to fucking remember it. What is this? There's another one. I'm actually going to start mentally investigating this connection that I have that Elon Musk is the harbinger of technology.
Hold on to it.
And these people, technology is it's the bane of their existence, right? Like, how many of them do you think will have a smartphone? I think probably, if you put all of them together, it's like half of one normal person. All of them? Nope. Nope. You got to admit, though, right? I mean, like, I know what the U.S. demographics are. Like, you know, how much each race and everybody is. Isn't it crazy? Like, isn't it wild that, like, there's such a, like, this is... I bet there are Klan rallies that are more diverse than this. I guarantee you, like, there are probably white supremacy rallies that are more diverse than this. No, but you can guarantee at least, right, Kanye will be there. That's one. Okay, you got one right there. So they're winning. It's crazy. What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? Really? I have never seen a more more of a racial monolith than the people protesting Elon Musk. Like BLM was more diverse. Here we go. I mean, fuck, Charlottesville was more diverse. January 6th was more diverse.
Shouldn't they?
Where's the DEI for these protests, Scott? I'm not seeing a lot of representation here. I think maybe you think that maybe they're racist. Maybe that could be it. Bring out a mobile casino. Whoa. You bring out this baby. Bring out slot machines. Get over here! Yes, bro, you bring out the slot machines. They get to cook themselves. This is smart, man. This is a really good idea. True, old people love gambling. Yeah, that's smart. Damn. Tesla needs to make slot machines. No, actually, that's a good idea. So, like, Elon, what he could do is he could start making slot machines. And then he could make them and target old people with the slot machines. And that way he could get rid of all these protesters and complainers, right? Because the dumb ones are going to be gambling, right? Because they don't understand the way numbers work and math, and they probably don't even know what a computer is. And so, like, you know, it's like that video, you know, like that shit. And so, yeah, no, he should do that, and this problem will solve itself. The idea to make Elon twice as rich as the second richest person in the world, it wouldn't be close. It wouldn't. Like, no, we gotta. Yeah, this is the thing. You gotta farm them out.
What's up? Trinket.
Yep. America hates Nazis. I bet she felt so good making that poster at home that she bought. You know, she went and bought this at Hobby Lobby. And, like, you know, was like writing it out with her, you know, little fucking markers. Fight. Saying, we hate Nazis. Yep. Yep. I need to do some investigation into this idea. That the reason this is all just a proxy because of these people don't know how to use technology. I really have to think about this. Yeah, I do. Like, wait, what? The organizer from the Tesla takedown protest showed up in his Tesla?
Got to be one of the funniest things that I think I've ever.
No.
Inquiring minds just got to know. Truth is out.
This is. There's no way, right? Like, there's no way this shit happened.
Seen, and I can't wait to show you. So while we are
Big
working
bug.
diligently to put together the first Tesla Shield event here in Columbus, Ohio, I was over on X, and investigative journalist Laura Loomer just posted one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. So in New York, an organization has been running what they call Tesla Takedown. Well, like Laura Loomer does, she decided to start investigating people who were behind the organization. And the event that they did yesterday, and as you can see, the event that they're planning on the 29th of March is organized by a guy named Christopher Lee. Yeah, there he is. And in fact, there's a lot of people now that are starting to believe that some of these organizers are in fact Chinese nationals, which adds a whole new wrinkle to the story. But that's not what's funny. So Christopher Lee showed up to the event designed to take down Tesla. Not even Tesla. Yeah, that's right. Christopher Lee, who's organizing the Tesla takedown event, who some believe may be in fact a Chinese national, drove his Tesla to the Tesla takedown event. Yeah, there he is. He even has his...
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
I need to get closer.
How is this happening? How is this real? I don't even understand.
Sticker, look, anti-Elon Tesla Club.
I'm out of range.
On his Tesla.
Right.
The fuck?
His Tesla. So in case you were wondering, these people don't give a
Right
crap
one.
about Tesla. And I'm going to help you understand why they're doing this. It's very simple. And it's really not even about Elon Musk. Elon Musk just happens to be the biggest target that they can find.
What is it?
What they're attempting to do is to send a warning to every single person that sits on Donald Trump's cabinet in his administration or could be used effectively to take down the deep state. The goal is to show them that if they can get to Elon Musk and they can destroy his business and they can steal his wealth, then they can do it to anybody.
I think this is true, but I would say that it goes even farther than that. It's not even a message to the people in the administration. It's you're trying to make people afraid of supporting a idea or a person by attacking them proactively, right? Yeah, I don't know if we have a word for that.
That's the whole plan of this Tesla takeover. And that's exactly why the American people need to stand up against this fascist attack
77,000.
against Donald Trump and his agenda. This isn't about Tesla. This
That's
isn't
a lot
about Elon
of
Musk.
go-go
This
juice.
is about stopping the Trump agenda through fascism. Join us Saturday, the 29th in Columbus, Ohio. And if you don't have one of these events in your area, start one.
It's crazy, bro. Like, this backlash is going to be wild. Oh, that's a nice car.
Seasonal dungeon.
Damn. Is that one of the new, oh, fuck, that's a, what is that fucking car called? It's a fucking, like, what is it? Camaro. There it is, Camaro, I forgot. That's nice. That looks really good. Damn. Is it Mustang? Yeah.
What is this?
Man, and big balls. Wow. Jesus Christ. You can tell that these are counter-protesters because they have the American flag. Yeah.
Who was the congressman or the representative?
This guy, bro, he is so happy that he doesn't have to arrest a crackhead today. He's like, okay, it's just gonna be a bunch of disorderly, annoying old people. Thank fucking God. Can you imagine how easy this is gonna be? Yeah, he's big chillin'.
He said that.
Easy job? Yeah, the easiest day of his life. Tesla now with white power steering, aka the KKK. Oh God. Project 1939. Make fascists afraid again. Shouldn't it be 1945? Like, I don't understand, or like, wait, not 1930? Yeah, well, no, like 45 would be whenever the war ended, because that would make them afraid because they lost. Or 33, yeah, it was a 33, 31, 35. I forgot when Hitler like took out. I forgot. But like, but 1939 doesn't even make any sense. So what are they saying? They want to invade Poland? Because that's when they invaded Poland. No, but like I just don't get it. Like I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Look. Nobody knows really. It's nuts, man. Honestly, like I see this and it does make me want to buy a Cybertruck just for the content. It does. It's the same thing. Yeah, bro. Like exactly. Yeah, it does. No, I would probably not buy one. No, my rule is that I'll be real. I'm not about any sort of fancy car. Like if I was gonna buy a car, I'll tell you all the car I would buy. Shelby Cobra. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'd buy that car. That's what I would buy. If I could buy any car, I'd buy a Shelby Cobra. And that's it. And it's a truck, yeah, whatever it is, right? Not fancy. Well, I mean, like, but I wouldn't because it's fancy, right? Yeah, I would not get into it. Which one? I don't know. I'd probably try and find one that's not $4 million, right? I mean, some of those fucking things are too expensive. I know you can get a body kit for it that's like, you know, way less, but I don't know. And not Ford GT. I mean, I had a Mustang before. I mean, I thought about buying a new Mustang, but. I just don't want to like the car that I have now. Like I have a C fucking 300 something like that, Mercedes, and like it's a nice car, but it doesn't stand out. Like I don't want a car that stands out because I don't want people to be like, oh, that's where he is, right? That's him. Like Emmy has a car that stands out. Like that's like a blue Corvette. Anybody see a blue fucking Corvette? Like I'm not about that. I don't want people knowing where I'm at, being able to notice me, can't go incognito. No, and like I have people recognize me a lot, and like it's not a big deal, but I still don't want people to see that, right? Like that's another thing. I just don't want people to see that. Like, and I don't have a problem with people recognize me or anything like that. Yeah, they smell me. Yeah, exactly.
They smell me.